Hey everybody, it's Stefan the Old World Gamer along with Scott Devin Kane. Welcome back to more retry. Oh my god, that's what I did last fucking week. God damn it. Hey everybody, it's Stefan the Old World Gamer. Oh god, and I can hear myself. No. Please. Scott Devin Kane.
Welcome back everybody to the Retro Indie Pixels podcast. Once again, we are here again to Now Twitch just turned my sound on. I wasn't trying to do that either.
See?
I gotta have the podcast over here so I could see what's going on.
See? Now you know what happened to me. Anyways.
We're off to Justy.
Listen, it's fun.
Glad you could make it.
Yeah, and you know what? We're going to have a great week this week. I have a feeling we're going to have a spectacular week for you. We don't have any Kickstarters this week, unfortunately. I couldn't find anything there that was really standing out that I really wanted to show you guys. So, I may have loaded up some games that I've been pointed towards, and I was like, So, not only are you getting a Steam Queue today, but you're basically getting a customized Steam Queue on top of that one.
And I have a feeling, by the things that we talked about, it is going to be the SDK Extra Steam Queue this week.
Oh, it's going to be a good...
Ooh, I am so looking forward to that. But first, before we get to all that, we must go over SDK's news.
Indeed. Oh.
So, first thing we're going to talk about here is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. Looking forward to it. It has a new trailer, and it is unfortunately being delayed. But just over a month ago, Square Enix has delayed the remastered version of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. In a series of tweets, the publisher thanked fans for such positive messages of encouragement regarding the game's development, while also revealing that the game required more time and would therefore be pushed back until summer. Since announcing Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition, we've read so many positive messages filled with encouragement, and all of us on the team would like to thank you for the support you've shown us so far. Today, we're announcing that the release date for the game is being moved to summer of 2020. We've made the decision to adjust the release date to allow the development teams some extra time to make final adjustments to the game to make the best experience possible. We know that you've been waiting patiently for this game, and we hope to continue to support us as you've done so far. Over the coming months through to launch, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is coming to PS4, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android devices. You'll be able to play online with your friends and transfer your save file across all 4 platforms when the game launches in summer 2020. Thank you again from all of us at the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition team. And we have the trailer below. I don't know how long that is because I actually didn't play it. But
I played Crystal Chronicles when it first came out. I think I played it on GameCube, actually. Mm-hmm. And it got, I think, to the first, kind of boss they had, the fat chocobo thing, and I just didn't understand what was going on whatsoever.
It's different. It's when it comes to a Final Fantasy game, Crystal Chronicles is very, very different. It's your equipment doesn't. Well, I don't say your equipment, but your magic doesn't go over from one mission to another. So the characters can basically just play whatever role they want to play, depending on the magic that you pick up. And the races are better at different things than other races. I mean, I'm Selkie for life, but that's just me. But yeah, I mean, boy, oh boy. I'm going to have to send somebody a text and disappoint them a little bit, because I know some friends of mine have actually taken a day off of work for the day that this was supposed to release, and I'm going to have to be like, hey, by the way, you don't have to take off of work that day. And trust me, I was probably going to be in amongst that group of people who were playing Crystal Chronicles that day, because I played a lot of this game.
Oh, really?
I have played a ton of Crystal Chronicles. Me and 2 other friends took an entire weekend just to go from the beginning of the game and just finish the whole thing. And my wishes for this is that they make the end game content just a little bit more accessible. Because the end game content, like the final boss and all that stuff, was very cryptic. Very cryptic. Like having to go to certain zones on certain days that are having to find tiny little items with very, very few hints about what you were supposed to do. But other than that, I mean, it's a fantastic game. I love it. I love Crystal Chronicles to death. And as we've said on the podcast 1,000 other times, if you need to take some time to make the game better, so be it. Because if a couple extra months means that you're going to be fine-tuning some things to make the game experience even better than it was going to be in the first place, I'm all for it.
Exactly.
I'm definitely okay with sitting back and waiting a little longer to be able to get my hands on a game that's finely polished and just looks great. Yeah. So I mean, just seeing from just like the still that they have on the screen, the game looks really good. So I'm very much looking forward to this, and I will let you guys know in the future when they actually have a defined release date of when we're going to be getting this game. So, and moving on, I wanted to gripe about this a little bit. So Overwatch Winter Wonderland event has kicked off again. The Winter Wonderland event has started in Overwatch. Overwatch players will participate in weekly challenges in a new mini-game mode called Snowball Deathmatch. This is an 8-player free-for-all deathmatch where everyone will play as Mei with a modified snowball gun like the one from Mei's Snowball's Offensive. Mei will also get a new ability in this game mode called Catch. This will allow players to try to catch an enemy snowball and, if successful, add it to your ammo count. The first player to get 15 elimination wins. Weekly challenges will unlock limited time rewards by winning 9 games. The rewards include an array of player icons, sprays, and epic skins. Week 1, you get an Ugly Sweater Soldier 76. Week 2 gets you Holiday Moira. And Week 3 will get you Snow Angel Mercy. New cosmetics include legendary skins Jotun Doomfist, Mountain Man McCree, Rat King Reaper, and Rhyme Sigma. 3 epic skins and various icon sprays will also be available. Alongside Winter Wonderland comes a patch which features workshop and hero updates and a list of bug fixes. Alright, so this is the thing that bothers me a little bit about Overwatch, is that the year runs from January to December. Alright, no new news here. However, the thing that bugs me is that they keep running the same events over and over and over again. Where they're talking about a new minigame called Snowball Deathmatch. It's like, yeah, but how is this different? How is this different from Snowball May's Snowball Defense? May's Snowball Offensive.
Right.
Because she can catch snowballs now?
How is it different from Ski or Die?
It's like, I don't understand. It's like, they keep running the same events year after year after year at the same time every year, you know, and everybody looks forward to Lucio Ball, because God forbid. But it's like, I don't understand why we're just doing the same shit over and over and over again. I mean, it's like, oh, at least we know what's coming, but, you know, I want new shit for Overwatch. Oh, we're going to be getting new winter skins. Cool, I'm alright with that. But just, we're going to just change up this thing called Snowball Deathmatch, where it's going to be the same thing as Snowball Offensive, except that you can catch snowballs now? Yay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's something worth really changing,
It's like...
Why don't you just say it's the same game, but now you can catch balls?
It's that. It's
catch
like,
balls.
If you're going to be, like, so, like, completely obvious that you're just going to be doing the same thing over again with just new abilities, why go through all the effort to just make it look like it's something different? When people who've been playing the game since launch, like your boy SDK here, it's the same shit, man. It's the same stuff. Just... Blizzard, you got a bunch of people over there in creative.
Oh my god.
Maybe you could do something different. Wow, just saying. I mean, I know you guys are working on Overwatch 2 and all that good stuff, but, like, come on, guys. This is something new. We want something else. Anyway, so, moving on. So, the final Streets of Rage 4 character has been revealed as Adam Hunter. Fan favorite baller Adam Hunter was shown off today in a new Streets of Rage 4 trailer. Adam is the 4th playable fighter to be announced for Streets of Rage 4. He can be unlocked during story mode. The game is currently without a release date, but will hit PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on launch. In the new trailer, you'll get a look at Adam's redesign and some of his combos, special moves, and a dash ability. Watch Adam beat up some baddies alongside his daughter Cherry, Axel, and Blaze.
Man.
So for those of you who might not be like completely familiar with the Streets of Rage series, one of the first games, not even one of the first games of the Streets of Rage series had 3 characters, and Adam was one of those 3 characters. In Streets of Rage 2, he was like a part of the story, but his brother Skate was one of the characters instead.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. I was like, is that the guy who's on the rollerblades?
Yeah,
but no, it's his brother. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's cool though.
And now we know that Cherry is his father, or he is Cherry's father, of whom I can't wait to play. I can't wait to play all of these characters because I love Streets of Rage. I don't know if you've played through any of it, but they're a lot of fun.
I've played through all of them, and I'm looking forward to this. It's a game I've wanted to casually speedrun 2-player with DP Whale for a while, the entire series, so this is even better. And it looks like it's so good.
Oh yeah, it looks really
like
really
the
good.
comboing and the dashing even that Adam had was it looks so nice, dude. Like it's gonna be really good for playing the game and for speedrunning eventually as well. So
right. So now we finally know who the 4th character is. We still have a 5th character as a silhouette in the background of the actual thing. So who knows if maybe there's going to be a 5th character? That'd be a little strange.
No, I would imagine it would still be somebody who's from the original game.
I would assume, but who knows? But we have 4 characters. That's usually where Streets of Rage has been like centered around, either 3 or 4 characters. So, and maybe this might mean we get a 4-player Streets of Rage game.
Oh, that'd be so good. There is a silhouette, yeah. He's a big-looking dude too.
Yeah, right.
And they don't really have a big, blocky dude yet who moves slow. So I'd assume that's what that dude's going to be. He's going to be like high power but slow as balls.
Mm-hmm. So it would be different. It'd be very new for the Streets of Rage series to have 4 players on the screen at the same time. But I think that would be fun as hell. Hashtag calling Blaze. Thank you very much. So anyway, moving on. Dauntless has been released for the Nintendo Switch. Mm-hmm. Dauntless has made its way onto the Switch, and now Nintendo users can get on the monster slaying fun. The free-to-play game was released out of early access back in September. It's also available on Xbox One, PS4, and PC on the Epic's Game Store with cross-platform play. Last count, it had 15 million players. So,
Jesus.
I played Dauntless for a little bit. Time caught up with me, and I really wasn't able to find a group of players to play it with more than just like, oh hey, we can like come around and play like once every other week. It's like, this is kind of MMO-ish, so it's playing once every other week is kind of like not good, optimal to play those sort of games. So it's like I kind of fell off on it. But I will say, the game's pretty fun. Is it Monster Hunter? No. I want to say it's Monster Hunter Easy Mode. That's what a lot of people have said, is that the game is very easy compared to Monster Hunter.
Well, you also have to look at it from the Nintendo perspective, too, that you're trying to cater to the younger audience and drawing them in, which could lead to Monster Hunter becoming more prevalent then. And then if they want a harder one, then play Monster Hunter on Switch.
Right, there you go. But I will say that the game was fun. The game was very fun. You know, when I did have like that group of people to play with, it was definitely a lot of fun. Just like having all the different weapon styles, and I'm pretty sure that there are like 1 or 2 weapon styles in that game that are unique compared to Monster Hunter. So I would give it a look. It's free to play, so you can't go wrong. So moving on. Boy, here we go. I'm gonna be talking about this one for a little bit here. So the Final Fantasy VII Remake cover art has confirmed 1-year exclusivity on the PS4. As many probably guessed, Final Fantasy VII Remake is not a full PS4 exclusive. Since it was first announced on a Sony E3 stage, Final Fantasy VII Remake has always been considered a PS4 exclusive. Publisher Square Enix never officially announced the game is coming to any other platforms, reiterating its commitment to that version recently following that Xbox One rumor. It now appears, thanks to the game's box art, that this is all part of a 1-year exclusivity deal. The front of the cover, spotted by Wario64, has a sticker that confirms Final Fantasy VII Remake is exclusive to the PS4 until March 3rd, 2021, 1 year after its planned release date next year.
Wow.
It also bears a very clear play first on PS4 branding, which typically accompanies games with some sort of time exclusivity on Sony's platform. More than likely, Square Enix will release the game on other platforms or at very close to that date. FF7 Remake launches March 3rd on PS4.
Now, you know what? I have a feeling I know what's really going on there, which is, hey, let's just get Final Fantasy VII done for the PS4, alright, so that when it releases, it's good to go, we're not delaying it, we're not doing no fucking around, and then, you know what, then we have a full year to do the full port over to, you know, the Xbox or the Switch or whatever else, and that way, once again, on all those consoles, they'll get a full, you know, those people don't have to make a full game. They have a full year now to just make sure that when they're, you know, ported over to these other consoles and the PC and stuff, that they're going to be good, you know, at the same time when this one releases, when it first releases. So, I think that's what's really going on there. Yes, they probably still have some exclusivity deal with Sony and with the PlayStation, but still, I would say that's also part of it as well. Is that, you know, it gives them that chance then to, okay, when we release this on the other consoles, it's going to be as good as it is right now on PS4, and that's perfect. And if they run into issues with the one that's on PS4, they can actually make it, you know, fixed. You're not going to get that same issue when it releases a year later. So, think about that.
That does make a lot of sense. I mean, I'm a little disappointed because I don't own a PS4 and I don't plan on owning a PS4. But like, just
they were cheap recently, dude. Super cheap.
I mean, we went over it in the podcast, for God's sakes, and we talked about it. I had my chance.
Yeah, oh no.
I didn't take my chance, but...
I mean, I didn't get an Xbox when they were on special either. I mean, I think you could get it for like $180 Canadian, and I was like, Jesus. It's almost telling me, to come and get me now. Come on, come over and grab it. And I was like, no, you can save that money for a Switch someday. So...
I mean, the hard thing about this for guys like me who don't have a PS4 is trying to avoid this game for an entire year.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is doable, but
it's doable, sure. But like all of these trailers and stuff like that, where I'm just like, I've not clicked on any of them because I don't want to spoil the experience that I'm gonna get.
Not only that, but we also have the podcast too, so you're gonna be running into it like every other week.
Yeah, it's hard too because it's like I want to look at this stuff because I want to see how cool this update is or how good this remake is. But at the same time, it's like, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to ruin the game. You know, the game's only gonna be through Midgar, so how much can they possibly show us before, you know, giving away way too much? I mean, I understand that like the Midgar portion of the game can go for like 7 or 8 hours, and for what I've heard, they're going to be adding some extra content to it, so maybe there's going to be more to the story, you know?
Well, I don't think there's going to be more to the story. I think it's probably going to be ironed out better, so that little things in the story that we were like, well, what did he mean by this? Or how come they said that? Like, there's a lot of those things I find in a lot of Final Fantasy games that they make mention of stuff, and it seems like, oh, okay, we're going to make mention of this thing here, and then, oops, I forgot to add it into the game. Yeah, we'll just not worry about it.
Like there's what I mean is that like there's going to be like little portions of the game that we're actually going to get to see, where it's like, how did Tifa end up going to Don Cornero's mansion in the first place?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. You get that ironed outness. So you know, it's not really extending the story. It's not like after everything you already know, there's this new stuff that happened. It's going to be stuff that's incorporated to like further develop and, like I said, smooth out that story so that it's more perfected.
Right.
That's nice.
Or maybe some of like pre-game stuff, like even before Cloud shows up, like how did Avalanche form together?
Yeah, that'd be cool to see
that sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff that I'm looking forward to. Like, how did Tifa end up, on that carriage that went to Don Cornero's mansion? Where did Avalanche come from? Who are these characters that just randomly show up? Like, who's Jesse or Biggs and Wedge and all that stuff? Maybe that sort of stuff will get ironed out. Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, March 3rd, 2021 is, or March 2020, I'm sorry, is when we were going to be getting Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, moving on. So, there's new Bioshocks in the work, and apparently it's been around for a little bit. Although this may be 2K's first official announcement of the next Bioshock, the game has been reportedly existed in different forms for a few years. 2K Games officially announced that it's established a new studio called Cloud Chamber, who's tasked with creating the next Bioshock. The game won't be out for several years, but it now appears that this project is not as new as we once believed. Kotaku reports that 2K Games had been trying to develop a new Bioshock game since 2015. The first attempt was reportedly handled by certain Affinity, who spent a year on it before 2K brought the project in-house. Codenamed Parkside, the game would have been rebooted, with 2K assigning development duties to a team at its Novato, California HQ. This is also where Cloud Chamber is based, and it is believed that this is the same game in development since 2017. Production is seemingly only ramping up now, as Cloud Chamber has added new office in Montreal to help with development. Kotaku's report does not reveal any details about the game itself, such as settings or themes. Why hype this? I'm not really sure.
Well, the thing is that, one, there's a new game in the works, but it's nice to know that they're expanding. If they're expanding, that means more games from Bioshock, or from 2K, which is fantastic, I think.
I mean, I might play a 2K game or two. I'm just saying. I don't know if anybody's heard of any of these games. I'm just saying. But I'm derailing myself now. But I'm looking forward to this because it's Bioshock. If you haven't played Bioshock, get out from under the rock, man. It's a good game. It's a really good game. It has really good story, and it's fair. It's not like any of those, FPSs that are like unbelievably unfair or anything like that. It's a good game and progresses nicely. It's a good story. Go play Bioshock. What the hell's the matter with you?
I'm sorry, man. Okay, I have a PS3, but then they stopped working. Shit.
Anyway. So Bayonetta and Vanquish Anniversary Bundle is coming to the PS4 and Xbox One next year. The Bayonetta and Vanquish Anniversary Bundle is set to arrive February 18th, 2020. 10 years after their debut, Bayonetta and Vanquish are slated to reappear as part of the new Anniversary Bundle from publisher Platinum Games and publisher Sega. Coming to PS4 and Xbox One, the Bayonetta and Vanquish 10th Anniversary Bundle includes both the original Bayonetta and Vanquish, remastered in 4K resolution and at 60 FPS, in digital and physical format for $39.99. In addition, all physical copies of the bundle will include an embossed steel book with new art for both games, created by artist Dan Dussault? Yeah. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, Dan. With supervision from Bayonetta director Hideki
Do it again.
Kamiya.
Kamiya.
Alternatively, if you purchase the bundle digitally for PS4, you'll get 2 PlayStation themes for free.
Wow. I have not played Bayonetta or Vanquish, really. I know I've seen more than enough people play Bayonetta, though.
Yeah, I played a little Bayonetta. I didn't actually have a chance to finish it, but it's kind of on that same wavelength as Devil May Cry. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely something that I'm going to eventually want to play. Yes. So February 18th, 2020, you'll be able to get both Vanquish and Bayonetta for $40.
That's not bad.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, fuck.
Strap yourselves in.
Jesus
We're talking
Christ.
Rocket League. Rocket League's new blueprint system catches a ton of flack despite getting rid of loot boxes. Rocket League players have not received the game's new blueprint system. Well, RL development Psyonix recently rolled out the big blueprint update to the game. The patch mainly overhauls how rewards are doled out. We've gone over this in previous podcasts, so we explained to you how these things are going to go. The most significant change to this update is the removal of loot boxes and their associated keys. Rocket League now awards blueprints to players as they play, which are used to unlock a specific item. In some cases, blueprints require a set of costs of credits, paid currency, to turn into an item. The new system was designed to be fair and straightforward, taking away the mystery associated with loot boxes and giving players a clear path towards unlocking the items that they need.
Hold on. In some cases, blueprints require a set of costs of credit. No. In all cases, every blueprint requires money. Unless they just change that. So if he's going to change that and add them, that's fine. But if he's saying that only some of them cost money, you're wrong.
It was also accompanied by a new store, which is likely built on the same principles using the same currency. Unfortunately, there's been a clear outrage among players in the days following the update's release. The game's official subreddit is full of players claiming that the old system was more rewarding, and others put forward solutions to what they see as problems. The two main issues in particular players have with the new system. First, the blueprints are not as rewarding as the old loot boxes. Part of this is the surprise element, of course, but the other reason is that opening a loot box awarded players a number of items, whereas blueprints can only turn into a single item. Even when loot boxes required a key, the return on investment would have been better considering the number of items within each box, not to mention the chance at a high tier drop. Although Rocket League allows players to trade blueprints on the market, the value of the more common items is low enough that many don't see the point. The other thing is that players want the ability to trade blueprints for credits, even if it's just for a tiny amount, since that at least would make it possible to buy items outright. There's also a matter of store prices, which players say are exorbitant. Psyonix have yet to comment, though it has only been a few days since the update went live. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Stefan the Old World Gamer and his thoughts.
Alright, so, as I said, no, as far as I know, they all still cost credits, which cost money. Did they drop the price? Yes. Was it a significant drop? Not really. Oh, well, the tires that, remember we were complaining about how expensive the tires and stuff were. Well, now they dropped them down from like $15 to $10. $10 for virtual tires. That's good, right? I mean, you can get a good indie game for $10, but why get that when you can have 10 tires that someone might see if you play online? That's a good waste of money right there. I must tell you. Oh, man. Yeah, it was. This is terrible, man. Like, and as they were saying with the old loot boxes, all right, I just went and bought myself a decryptor or a key, whatever you want to use, and now I'm gonna go and open up one of these things. All right, I just spent $2 on that key.
Right.
Open up a thing. Oh, black market decal. What they were just charging almost $20 for, I just got for $2. Ooh, yes. Yeah, that's the same. $2. 20. Not similar, really.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah, no. They're going to have to do a lot better because they're going to find out that no one is buying their credits because why? Unless you're like 8 years old and you don't understand what money and currency actually is.
Right. See, I think the whole being able to trade in blueprints for credits, I think is a good idea. Because I feel that you're going to be getting them often enough. I mean, for what I read, that you get blueprints every match or something like that, or every match you win or something. I don't know. I don't play the game.
It's a random chance, but I mean, like, Six plays online a lot, way more than I do, because I don't play online hardly at all. And every blueprint or box or whatever, most of them that I've ever gotten have been from him. And I've literally opened probably 100 or more. It could be more. Anyway, I know that's sad. I've gotten some great stuff out of it, and that's fine. But there's no way I will never buy a credit as the prices stand right now still. Even with the change, there's no way I'm buying credits ever.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
It's kind of like the system that I for the DCG that I play online, Eternal. You have the option of buying their credits, or going through the game and doing the currency through playing the game. And it may take a little while, but you can literally make everything in the game without ever having to pay a dime. And I think for a game like Rocket League, which is as popular as it is, I think it needs to have something in it that can reward the players
that they don't have to pay for it.
Right, that.
And not just random, like, here's, like, yellow rims of, like, regular rims that you'd normally get with the game, but now they're yellow. Deadly. Isn't that a great color that you really want? Not only that, but Scott,
yes.
Going back to pricing, before they had this change, like what I was saying, you get one of these rare decals or whatever, $20. Mm-hmm. The game costs $22 Canadian. All right. So basically, you're saying that this decal is equal to having the entire fucking game. Like, what? It doesn't even make sense. Like,
yeah, I don't understand it.
I'm telling you right now, drop the fucking, like, expensive, quote-unquote, expensive stuff to, like, $5 or $6 and, like, have everything else around, like, $1 or $2 a piece, and you're gonna be cleaning or something. You want money? Fucking do it properly. Why are you trying to gouge people for, like, as much money as possible? No, we're not gonna pay you $20 for a rare decal. And no, I'm not gonna pay you $15 for one either. That's not better. That's still a lot of money for something that I get to see once in a while when I play. Like, I'm not a serious Rocket League player. I just play for the fun of playing because I enjoy playing it. That's it. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, I'm done with this because until they fucking make better shit happen, I don't even care.
It's tough. It's especially for someone who's like, I'm interested in playing it every once in a while, but like knowing like that's how it works. Or like Overwatch, the same way. You pay for the game, and then you get your loot boxes, and they don't charge you for the loot boxes. You play the game, and when you level, you get one.
See?
Or if you play the arcade mode, you get one every 3 wins, up to 3 boxes, and you never have to pay to open them. So why can't it just be that way?
Yeah.
If the loot boxes don't require you to pay for them, they're fine. But then you have Overwatch offering, hey, here's 30 loot boxes for $20. No. Stop that. Come on. Just make them free. And you
really though.
Learn them.
Or like I said, even at the reduced prices that I said, they would make a fortune. People would be playing. If these rare decals are only like $5, well, I'm gonna be playing a lot more games. Make them, those hard, rare to get decals even more rare, and then you're gonna make still more money because they're gonna get these higher tier, like mid-range stuff that they're still gonna want, and they're still gonna pay for, and they're still gonna. Oh, now I finally got this rare thing that I wanted, so now I'll pay the $5. Yay! Whoever does the marketing for them or like decides to do this shit, I don't know what they thought that anyone would ever pay the prices that they suggested. It's bad.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, moving on. I found this to be a little interesting little tidbit here.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is going to be playing a character or a man who discovers he is living in a GTA-style video game in the movie Free Guy. Ryan Reynolds' next film will see the actor play a hapless banker who discovers he's living in a video game. In Free Guy, which is slated to arrive in cinemas next summer, Reynolds will play a bank teller who finds out he's actually a non-playable character in an open-world video game known as Free City. And unfortunately for him, the game is scheduled to go offline. Or soon offline. From the look of it, Free City itself is an amalgam of open-world multiplayer games, most prominently GTA Online. In the trailer below, Reynolds meanders through a city where explosions and shootouts are an everyday occurrence. Now in a world where there are no limits, he is determined to be the guy who saves his world his way, reads the film synopsis, before it's too late. Directed by Sean Levy, best known for his works as both a director and producer on Stranger Things, Free Guy also stars Stranger Things alumni Joe Keery, the glorious Jodie Comer of Killing Eve fame, and Taika Waititi. Free Guy will hit theaters July 3rd, 2020. I thought this was a really cool idea.
That sounds very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Ryan Reynolds has been going more towards the comedic action, which has been great because he's really good for it, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think the Deadpool movies would have been as popular as they were with somebody else behind that mask. No. He just plays the perfect characters. It's like,
and his voice is perfect for the character as well, too.
Yeah.
So.
Like, oh, my God. They could not, for every other human being on the planet, have picked anybody better. It's just, there's no chance. I like the guy as an actor, too. I mean, he's a pretty cool guy outside of it, you know. I follow a couple things that he does, and he's just like a cool dude. So it's like, hey, you know, that's the kind of actor that I want to follow, you know.
Yeah, really.
To, you know, just when you're a cool dude outside of it and you're a cool dude in the movies, you know, that's the kind of stuff I want to see, you know. So those articles were brought to you by VG247. The next couple episodes, the next couple articles is brought to you by GameSpot.com. So this was cool. I read this article, and this is a cool idea. I like this. You can get 10 free Nintendo Switch games leading up to Christmas. And here's how. To celebrate its 15th anniversary, independent developer Cubic Games is giving away 10 free Nintendo Switch games. Yes, really. The giveaway started December 10th and continues until December 24th. To get the free games, you have to follow a few simple steps. Switch users must have a Cubix game title on their console in order for the games to show up as free. This requirement won't cost you anything. You can download Coloring Book for free from the eShop. After downloading Coloring Book, you have until December 15th to pick up Robonauts, a 2D arcade shooter, for free. You must do this to take part in the giveaway. When December 16th rolls around, a new game will be free each day through Christmas Eve. Wow. You have 24 hours to snag each free game, but it's important that you grab all of them. Cubix Game has made a game of sorts out of this, as the next free game only unlocks if you download the current free game. Chain those downloads together and you'll wind up with 10 free Switch games by Christmas.
Jesus.
This is an awesome idea. I love this. And you know for damn sure that as soon as we're done with the podcast, my ass is going to go and download me some Coloring Book. You know?
You know what? I've been told that the whole adult coloring book thing is supposed to be a very relaxing and stress-relieving thing to do. And that's why it got so popular, apparently.
Yep.
So I would imagine doing it. It wouldn't be terrible. I mean, I haven't really colored anything in fucking years, but still, I'd give it a go.
And by the screenshot that we have here, Robonauts, it actually doesn't look like a terrible game. It looks like it could be fun. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. It could be fun. It might be terrible. It might be great. Who knows?
You won't know
until you play it. I'm gonna go download it because it's my favorite. It's my favorite value in video games, which are value cost free. So,
and I mean that's pretty cool for an indie studio to release 10 of their games for free.
Yeah,
now, I mean, they're not huge, highly priced ones, but if you look at them, I mean,
sure.
$4, $3, $4, $5, $5, $10, $10, $6, $10, and then a mystery game on Christmas Eve. So that's even better. That's probably going to be like their highest price game, and it's probably going to be one of their best ones they have anyway. So you get to check out a bunch of their games for free. I mean, worst come to worst, you're going to find games that you might want to play from time to time. So, you know.
What games have they put out?
Robonauts is what they have a full schedule breakdown there, by the way.
Huh. Is Robonauts on that list?
Robonauts is between the 10th and the 15th, and Geki Yaba Runner Anniversary Edition, Puzzle Book, One Strike, Wrecking Ball Adventure, Coloro, hashtag Race Dive Run, Wrecked High Octane Stunts, Mana Spark, and then a mystery game.
I'm looking through like their list of games. There are a couple I've actually heard of. Coffee Crisis being one of them.
Wait, Coffee Crisis?
Coffee Crisis?
Coffee Crisis isn't their game.
They had something to do with it?
If they did, it's through Mega Cat Studios, so...
Possibly. Oh.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you guys on that. So, I mean, there's a couple here that I've actually, seen and looked at, like Mana Spark. Like, I'm actually kind of looking forward to that one. That one looks pretty cool. So, I'll let you guys know. It won't be done by the time that we do our next podcast. So I'll let you guys know how these games are. So, Nintendo Switch eShop is having a big sale live now, from when we're talking, for the Game Awards of 2019. This is published earlier today, so these are either already happening or done. But the Game Awards, which streams live tonight at 5:30 p.m., 8:30 ET. So they're probably still on it if it's a 3-hour program. But anyway, in conjunction with the 5th annual event, the Nintendo eShop is holding a sale on a bevy of Switch games. The Game Awards eShop sale is now live and runs until Wednesday, December 18th. So you guys who are listening to the recast have plenty of time to get in on this. It includes an assortment of Nintendo Switch games, from huge open worlds like Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, to popular indie games such as Celeste and Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Nice.
Not every game on sale is nominated at this year's award ceremony, but the sale offers 50% off of a bunch of excellent Switch titles. On the list of the games on the list, 5 are nominated for an award or 2. This includes Gris, Katana Zero, Mortal Kombat 11, Sayonara Wild Hearts, and Wargroove. You can check out the list below along with their original discounted prices.
Wow.
So we got like Cadence of Hyrule, Celeste, Crypt of the Necrodancer Switch Edition, Doom.
Crypt of the Necrodancer is off like $20 to $4, dude.
$4, yeah. If you also go spend $4 if you Switch owners for Crypt of the Necrodancer, you'll thank me later. Mortal Kombat 11 is 50% off. Octopath Traveler is down to $36.
Oh!
Super Mario Odyssey is down to $42. Travis Strikes Again, 50% off. Wolfenstein: The New Colossus is 50% off. So there's a lot of actually like really good games on this list.
Dude, Octopath Traveler for $36. I hate this right now.
But yeah, I mean, this list actually has some really good stuff on it. Celeste is down to $10, man. Celeste. $10.
Skyrim and Doom are half off at $30 a piece. That's real good. Oh man,
this is a really good sale for you Switch owners. So you have until the 18th, I say? Yes, December 18th. So you guys have 6 days from now. So, maybe a little bit less.
The day before the next podcast.
Yeah. So don't miss out on this stuff if you guys want to get a couple of these games. And I know a couple of them are really good, so get them for a nice hot discount. So last week I talked to you guys about the new update for the SNES or NES games coming out for the Switch. They are now available today.
Nice.
December's free SNES NES games for the Switch Online service are now available. This marks the first new batch of legacy titles to arrive since September, after Nintendo announced additional titles would be released less frequently and bring 6 more classics to play, 4 for the SNES and 2 for the NES. Joining the SNES library this week are Super Punch-Out!, Kirby Superstar, Breath of Fire 2, and Star Fox 2. The last one in particular is notable because of its history. Despite being a complete asset completed for the SNES, the game would go unreleased for more than 20 years until it was included in part of the SNES mini console. This month's NES titles, meanwhile, are the classic action RPG Crystalis and the running gun game Journey to Silius. So they are now available. We talked about them last week. So you guys can go onto your Switch and get these games now, because we talked about them last week. We won't gush about them too much this week, but like, all 6 games are great. I have played Star Fox 2, so I know that Star Fox 2 is a good game. So go onto your Switch and get these games. They're value cost free, and you know what SDK was talking about, what kind of games he likes. It's the value cost free ones. So
Scott's a frugal man.
Hey, listen.
I understand. I'm the same way sometimes.
So, alright. This is something that hits me personally, because this is going to be something that's going to be coming onto my Twitch channel soon, because reasons. But Tetris 99 update lets you squad up with friends. Nintendo has dropped a new update for Tetris 99, adding a new team-based mode to the Battle Royale-style Tetris game. The mode is called Team Battle and gives players the option to join one of 4 different colored teams at the start of a match and vie to be the last group remaining. If even one member of the team is left at the end of the game, the entire team will be victorious. There will be a few other wrinkles to Team Battle mode. Since not every team will have an even number of players, smaller groups will receive a boost in attack power, evening the playing field. Those who are eliminated early in the round will enter Spectator mode and be able to cheer on their team by sending likes. A new password matchmaking option has also been implemented to make it easier to get paired up with friends. The new Team Battle mode will be the centerpiece of Tetris 99's next Maximus Cup event, which runs from December 12th to 16th. The top 999 players by the end of the competition will take home 999 My Nintendo Gold points, which is roughly equivalent to $10 in Switch eShop credit. You can read more about the details on the next Maximus Cup on the official Tetris 99 website. On top of Team Battle, the version 2.1 update introduces a few other new features to Tetris 99, such as new button configurations and new user emblems. The players can now redeem tickets for the special crossover themes that were available as part of the game's previous Maximus Cup events. You can now exchange tickets for the following themes: Game Boy, Splatoon 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and Super Kirby Class. Tetris 99 is free to download for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers, although the Switch players have the option to purchase the $10 Big Block DLC that features a handful of offline modes. Nintendo is also selling a physical copy of Tetris 99 that comes bundled with the aforementioned Big Block DLC and a 12-month individual Switch Online membership. Alright, so I have a little gripe about this. When they say that when you go into Team Battle, and not every team will have an even number of players, I get that, because you're before you start a match, you pick a team. Okay, so obviously with 100 players playing the game, there are not going to be an even number of players who are going to all pick 25 different teams, obviously. So you get a boost in attack power to even the playing field. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Oh.
Okay. The boost in attack power is just not enough to even the playing field. I mean, here's the thing. The enemy players are still going to be getting emblems. The game plays out basically the same way as Tetris 99 does before, except like when only your team is left, you get the win. All right, but the problem is that a 25% attack boost for a team that has 19 players against another team that has 33 players, it doesn't help. It doesn't do anything because you are still being attacked by 33 players. And that's the thing. I've noticed that like whatever team has the lowest number of players is always the team that gets eliminated first. That sounds logical, right? Here's the problem. The problem with the team attack is that you can pick which team you attack. It's the same kind of concept that they have in like the regular Tetris 99, where you can attack the people who are attacking you, the people who have the most badges, whoever has the most KOs, or a random player. It's that same idea, but Team Battle has basically degenerated into, which team has the least amount of players, eliminate them first. That way we get higher up on the tiers, so we get more points for the overall thing. That's a problem, because like, what's 25% extra garbage going to do against a group of 33 players that can just spread it out? What does it do? It doesn't do anything. So, I think honestly, this needed to be implemented with even teams. Would be like, hey, you are in this game, and how the game does it is that it sections off whatever the number is, 49 players on one side, 49 players on another side, and you in the middle. It should just be like, cut here, cut there, and one team is -1 player. And then just be like, if you have the -1 player, sorry, but that's just the way this goes. And not being able to pick teams, because I've gone into a team battle where one team's had like 35 players, just because people all happen to choose the same color. It just happens that way, So, team battle could actually go into it's like a 4-team thing where one team could have 50 players. If just half the people just happen to choose red. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a fun concept, yes, but it needed to have been implemented a little bit differently. Because, giving boosts to teams that just, I mean, that would make sense. What Steve is saying here, if 3 teams of 33 players, that would have made sense. Because 99 divided by 3 is 33. When you're playing with 99 players, that doesn't divide by 4. So 3 teams, like Steve was saying here, that would have made sense. 9 teams of 11, that would have been cool. That would have been awesome. But we got what we got. The Maximus Cup thing coming on, it's Maximus Cup. That's just, it's new stuff. So
the Cup of Maximus.
Yes, but it's a cool concept. I just kind of wish they had done it a little bit differently. So, Doom and Doom 2 console ports are getting free DLC, including Final Doom and Sigil. The recent Switch, PS4, Xbox One, iOS, and Android ports of Doom and Doom 2 are expanding with new free content. During a recent Doom Anniversary livestream, it was revealed that owners of the ports would be receiving a raft of bonus content in the near future, as well as an upcoming patch with a locked 60 FPS option and expanded choice of aspect ratio options. Both Doom games will get Sigil, John Romero's recent expansion, in a future update. This pack, released for the first time this year, includes 9 new single-player levels and 9 new multiplayer maps. It's intended as a 5th episode of Doom. Also upcoming are the 2 components of Final Doom, TNT Evolution and the Plutonia Experiment, which is made up of another 32 levels. This will dramatically increase the amount of content you're getting when you buy either Doom or Doom 2 on consoles. Doom 2 will also receive No Rest for the Living expansion in this update, which was not definitively dated yet. This expansion was first made available in the Xbox Live Arcade version of the game released in 2010. It consists of an additional 9 levels, which will boost Doom 2 out to a whopping 80 levels. This release got off to a rocky start after the surprise launch in June, with Bethesda soon needed to remove a login requirement that made the games much more difficult to play. Doom 3 is also available on Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, but will not receive these extras. Alright, so I, as a Doom fanatic, I've played more Doom in my lifetime than I'm willing to admit. I didn't know that Sigil was a thing, and I'm ashamed of myself. And now I really want to play it. For those that haven't played Final Doom TNT and Plutonia Experiment. These were releases for Final Doom back in the day, and if you want to play like Doom episodes that are hard, this is what you're looking for. TNT Evolution and the Plutonia Experiment were basically just like, hey, we want to make more stuff for Doom, but we don't want to make Doom 3, so here's a couple episodes for you guys. Have fun. Oh, by the way, balls to the wall hard. So, getting these on like, getting these episodes on like the console versions of Doom and Doom 2, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Doom 2 will also receive No Rest for the Living. So, I had the Xbox 360 back in the day, and I got No Rest for the Living in back in 2010 when it first came out, and they're hard. They're very, very, very hard. So here's the thing. When you play Doom, you kind of sometimes get into the mindset where I'm just going to go into every single level and just blast the fuck out of everything and not worry about anything. Just like, bullets are flying everywhere, rockets are flying everywhere. No Rest for the Living isn't like that. It is a Doom player's test of what Doom never did before, and it was teaching you how to conserve ammunition. Because on the harder difficulties, there's not enough ammo to kill everything in the level. Often. Many times. So, say there's like 300 enemies, you may have enough ammo to kill 250 of them. So the idea is that you have to learn how to properly melee, and you have to also learn the intricate art of making enemies in-fight. And you have to do a lot. Because otherwise, you will run out of ammo, and you'll have to start punching Barons of Hell with your fist.
Ooh, fun.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. But, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to playing all of this stuff again, because, like I said, No Rest for the Living was extremely hard. TNT and Plutonia Experiment were both very hard Doom mods, so you guys are gonna, if you have Doom or Doom 2 on any of those platforms, you're gonna be getting all that stuff for free. So good on you. Go play some Doom.
Indeed.
So the last thing the SDK has for you guys this week is your weekly Epic's Game freebie.
Did you use that to start, Scott? What happened?
I know, right? Thursday has arrived, and that means it's time for another Epic Game Store freebie. Fresh off of handing out the hand-drawn adventure game Jotun Valhalla Edition, Epic is giving away The Escapists, a sandbox prison game centered around, guessed it, escaping from a prison. Escapists is normally $18, but if you have an free Epic account, you can snag it for free until December 19th. The Escapists originally launched in 2015 to widespread acclaim. The pixelated sandbox game has 10 different prisons. In each run, your goal is the same: escape. But escaping isn't a straightforward process. Avoiding the attention of the guards is a must, so you have to blend into the day-to-day life of prison by following the rules, including working one of 10 prison jobs. As a sandbox game, you'll craft materials that can help you escape, including shovels and various weapons that must be hidden from guards. Though the Escapists is set in a rather unpleasant place, it's pretty lighthearted. Both guards and inmates have humorous personalities, and the general tone makes even failed escape attempts a good time. If you enjoy what you play, an equally received sequel, The Escapist 2, it launched in 2017. Make sure to claim The Escapist by December 19th. Epic Games hasn't revealed next week's free game yet, which normally they do. So, but this looks like a pretty fun game, I'm not gonna lie.
I've wanted to play this for a long time, but of course, like everything else, I never have time to play anything, so...
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, this looks like a really fun game.
Yeah, it is.
Looks fun. about escaping prison. The article explained a lot, so yeah, you can get that for the next 7 days after today's podcast, whatnot. But yeah, we'll let you know next week what the next Epic's game is for free. Maybe a little bit earlier in my news. I just happened to mess it the first time, But that'll do it for SDK's news for this week. So I will hand the podcast over to Stephanie Oldwell Gamer.
All right. Well, we're done with your news. I guess we should get into things that I have now, right?
Yeah, but do we do something else first?
What is that?
I think we do something else first. I think it might be my favorite part. See, you start laughing and I'll start laughing. But it might be my favorite portion of the podcast. It might be your favorite portion of the podcast. It really should be, because for all this time that we've been doing this, you should know what time it is for this. Steam Queue. Tongue-tied today, folks. It's Steam Queue. Here we go. We got some good stuff coming this week. I feel it. We're going to have 7 out of 10 good games. It's going to be awesome.
So you guys can't see the tabs at the top of my page here right now, but if you did, you'd be like, oh, Jesus. All right. So we're starting off with a Steam Queue, and then we're starting off with basically a bunch of games that I've been told to look at, and then I looked at them, and I was like, okay. All right. These are going on the podcast. So there's going to be a lot of recommendations this week, I'm pretty sure. But let's start with the Steam Queue. I was playing some different games. I was playing Agelos earlier today, so I think that might help. So let's start. I think our first one is going to be They Are Billions, which it is. I've heard this was supposed to be fairly good. Let's pause the music, shall we?
We will never know what happened.
Zach.
It was more than 2 centuries ago, when those humans sowed the seeds of their own destruction and left us with a legacy of terror. For all of them are now the monsters of our nightmares.
Okay.
How ironic that they ended up like this. I am Quintus Crane, your leader, your savior.
Your savior.
I founded the new empire and the city that now shelters you. And now, the time has come to no longer live hidden like rats behind the walls of the great crater.
Jesus.
It's time to face our monsters. Time to go out into the world and reconquer it. For the glory of humankind. For the glory of the new
You got billions of people in that tiny little town there?
No. Billions of dead people on the outside trying to get in. Whoa. What is this, like RTA? Two versions of the Switch. Whoa. Oh yeah, it is like an RTS. Oh wow. Holy crap. I would be terrible at this, but this looks like it would be fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks like there's like some just like
Zombie.
action.
Whoa!
No, there looks like some action areas there where you're just by yourself kind of.
Fucking shit. That was a lot of dudes.
Right?
Damn.
Oh god.
This looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was in the RTS, I would love to play. This looks so good. Oh my god. But again, I would be so terrible.
Yeah, me too.
So
I hate the fact that I'm so bad at RTSs because there's so many cool looking. Wow, that's a lot of dudes. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So obviously, I'm not going to add it to my wish list, but I'm definitely not going to ignore it because I mean, if someone really wanted me to try and play it, I mean,
I'd give it a try because it looks pretty neat. I'd be bad at it, but I would definitely give it a try.
All right, so we have next Iratus, Lord of the Dead. A turn-based tactical roguelike RPG set in dark fantasy universe. Lead an army of undead to help an angry necromancer in his quest to reach the surface world Bring death to the mortal realms. Jesus. Okay. That's different. Plays the bad guy.
Even I will know. Rise, my minions. Become part of the breathless tide.
Create minions using remains. Jesus. This actually doesn't look terrible either. Ah, why, man? Show me strategy games that I'd probably be terrible at that look fun.
I know, right? This kind of gives me like a Darkest Dungeon sort of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
But I want to see the actual, like, where you're fighting. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. It's a lot like Darkest Dungeon. Whoa.
But it's like you have like... Wow, that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, dude. Okay, maybe I would try and play this. This looks pretty good. Again, I'd probably still be terrible, but it doesn't say it. Doesn't mean I wouldn't try.
I have to mute my mic for just a second, folks. Give me 1 second.
Alright, well, that doesn't look too bad. Excuse me. So, yeah, early access RPG strategy, roguelite indie. Looks very interesting. Content available is now live.
It looks pretty cool.
$28. But yeah, you know what? I'll add that to my wish list. Why not?
There you go.
Next, we have Mindustry, an open-ended tower defense game with a focus on resource management. Ooh, I'm not very much a fan of tower defense, personally.
I dabble here and there. It depends on the game. I like a good tower defense every once in a while.
This is a different style looking one, at least. That's what it looks like to me. Usually they're not like top down. Which is interesting. Whoa. And feels like bullet hell.
Right?
Oh, what is all this? Is this like all the stuff you have going underground? Holy crap. There seems to be like a lot more stuff going on than what you even...
Oh my god, yeah. You're not
kidding.
Holy cow.
Again, I don't think it's my type of game personally. I won't ignore it though still, because like, again, it's not a terrible game or anything. But it just won't go on my wish list.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's so many things there. Like it seems like something that you'd have to get really into. Imperator Rome, newest grand strategy title from Paradox Development Studio, set in a tumultuous centuries from Alexander's successor empires, in the east of the foundation of the Roman Empire. Grand strategy. Oh, I know I'd be terrible at this.
A lot of strategy games we've got so far.
No, I've also been playing Pulsar, so maybe that's the reason why. I'm not sure. Horses, small world. What the hell? It looks
Pompeii, the Pompeii update.
I think 6 would probably do this as well.
The Pompeii update has volcanoes? Holy shit, who would have known? I'm trying to fix my freaking chair again.
If you want to answer that question there in stream. So yeah, no, it looks interesting. I think I would probably watch somebody like 6 over there play that more than anything else.
I have my chat block, sorry.
Looks like it was something he'd be into. He was asking about the console versus the handheld part for the Switch, the Switch and Switch Lite. Are there any difference in playable games? I don't think there is.
No. No, one's just smaller. It has like, so this is like the normal Switch that's like right here. No, where's my thing here?
Also, while we're waiting for Scott, we're gonna look at Dawn of Man Souls, and it has a Solstice update. Another strategy game, though, by the way.
All right, so normal Switch Lite is going to be just like a little bit thinner, like where it's kind of like where like that goes across. It's going to be a little bit thinner. Also, the Joy-Cons do not come out of the side. The Joy-Cons are stuck actually to the console itself. So, yeah. Basically, normally I use the Switch controller thing so that when I play Tetris, I have the availability of just having a controller in my hands. But it's a little bit smaller, and the Joy-Cons don't. Or whoops, wait. Joy-Cons don't detach from the actual system, and then costs less because it's smaller.
And I paused this, went back, because I think this is something you might want to see too, even though, again, it's a strategy game, but it looks decent. Also, the premise behind this strategy game is kind of cool.
Like, yeah, you're good to go.
Remember, you're watching a stream that's delayed 5 seconds. Whoa. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, they're doing some foraging. Farming the land, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna add this into my wish list.
Dawn of Man.
This looks very interesting. I like the whole thing that you're guiding man along the way kind of thing. From fighting like mammoths to farming to other humans that somehow grew up from you but want to attack you? Question mark? I mean, where else would they have come from if you were the first people? You know what I mean?
Get the mammoth with those spears!
Whoa! You're building Stonehenge! That's pretty crazy.
Pretty good farmers for 12,000 years ago. Jeez.
Right. Oh, everybody read this seems so cool. Oh, what are the people who live outside the walls shunned or something? There's like two. There's like 2 huts outside the wall. Then they like build the walls around. There's still one new hut outside the wall again. Yeah, this looks very interesting. I would love to play this.
Mm-hmm.
Adding to the wish list, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
I was gonna say it if you didn't, because I had a feeling that's where that was going.
Up next, we have Tropico 6, which is a city builder strategy game. I already know what Tropico is.
Oh my god, strategy! This is like the anti-SDK. We have our own little Steam queue coming up, so. Or our own semi kind of Steam queue. So this is going to be the one that SDK doesn't get along with, because SDK is not good at strategy games. We've been over this.
Counter-Terrorist Agency? I'm sorry, I will ignore that. I don't think that's something I would want to play. Legend of Bumbo? Roguelite indie strategy adventure puzzle? What?
Huh?
Is this Binding of Isaac? Oh wow, it is Binding of Isaac. A puzzle-based deck-building roguelike prequel to Binding of Isaac made of cardboard.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I think I might have talked about it.
Whoa.
I did talk about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, see? This looks crazy. It's all cardboard, too.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. This is crazy looking. Alright. I think that's an SDK game, but it looks good. Not so much
Deck
strategy,
builder.
though, honestly.
Deck builder. That's all you gotta say. Hey, SDK, you wanna play deck builder? Yeah, which one? I don't care.
Alright, up next we have Foundation. Early access city builder medieval strategy. Oh, they added in the word medieval. I'm a big fan of that stuff, so I'm a big fucking nerd. Build a prosperous settlement. Oh, this is... Okay. Go! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Likes the look of this, though. Oh, a couple windmills there in the country. Have a bit of wheat here in the back. Yeah, look at the blacksmith going. Jeez, this game looks awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, this could eat away at so many hours. And people are like, how come you're not streaming? I'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm playing the game. Oh, it looks so much fun. The characters are so funny when they walk.
Rule like the Lord you are meant to be. Again,
this is really cool looking.
City building strategy things that
Well,
I
see,
would suck at.
But see, it's not so much strategy because it doesn't look like you're fighting against anyone. It literally just looks like you're just making getting your resources and building a town or a city or whatever. Which to me seems great. I like that there's no stress of having to worry about having to defend all that shit. You just
right.
Adding that to the wish list. Going in there. Next up, Freeman, Guerrilla Warfare. Strategy, FPS, RPG, action, open world.
Okay.
Oh, we'll watch it. I mean, oh. There you go. I was going to say don't cover his legs at least. Whoa. Oh, she's ready to go. Oh, you could just build a team of people, give them all the shit they want. Okay, that's cool. Reminds me a little bit of 7 Days to Die with the way everything looks. Oh, yeah. This is different, though. Shit. Oh, that's strategy for sure. Whoa. What the hell? This looks fucked.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I guess you just go in with a huge crew of people and then you just go in as different people and as they die you just switch to another person or something? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe? I don't know.
I
don't 100% understand. It looks interesting though, so I won't ignore it at least. I was going to, and I was like, alright, this looks different. So I won't ignore, but I won't add, so.
Yeah.
Alright, up next we have Kingdom, 2 Crowns. Oh, Kingdom, nice. Alright, strategy, pixel graphics, co-op, adventure, 2D. Pixel graphics in 2D. He knows. I'm gonna like it. Oh, what is that? It was a big jelly bean creature. Scott's like, what the fuck? I haven't seen this yet. I don't know what you're talking about. A jelly bean creature? What the fuck?
Okay.
Explore. Wow. Yeah, I've wanted to play these Kingdom games for a while. I don't have time with everything else as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I won't play it sometime. Looks so good too. Okay. 2 crowns. Now I understand. So there's a male and a female on that one. Okay.
Oh, like they have like a griffin mount there. That was cool.
What? Dude just goes in and stabs up a fish. Nice. Yeah, that looks real good. I'll add that to the wish list for sure. Alright. I think this is our last one. Rebel Inc. Escalation. Early access strategy simulation indie war.
The historic day. Only 11 years ago, an unknown civil servant was made governor of this war-torn region, immediately launching Operation Enduring Support. Combining local and international expertise, initiatives were rapidly rolled out to improve education, rebuild...
Oh, it's like Plague Inc. Okay, I see what they're doing there now.
Rampant inflation,
But obviously not with plagues.
corruption,
Yeah.
popular support increased significantly. However, just as people started to hope again, waves of brutal insurgent attacks threatened everything that had been achieved so far.
Stonks!
And national soldiers fought hard to push the insurgents back from major population centers. Despite
Yeah, I don't think this is something I would really play.
Yeah, not so much.
Alright, we're finished our queue. But guess what, everybody? This is where it all starts now.
Yes.
Alright, here we go. First up, we have Flynn, Son of Crimson.
I might as well just get myself a little notepad out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can,
Because look at this. Ooh. Ah.
so I can start writing stuff down.
Ooh.
So I know. Oh. Just that first picture looks cool.
This game is... Oh, it looks so good. I'm telling you right now. Prepare to be hard for the rest of the fucking podcast. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, it's going to be hard to pick a game of the week. I'm serious. This looks so good already. So see, sometimes when you get a disappointing queue, you make one yourself and then no one's disappointed.
Alright.
Looks great, right?
God.
I fucking love this. This looks so nice.
Yeah. Yep.
So good. And this is the first one.
Oh, right? Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry.
Support us on Kickstarter. So it'll be going to be releasing in 2020. Oh, yeah. That's getting added to my wish list. Yeah. Alright, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Up next, we have a game called Foregone. It's Souls-like, it's action indie, side-scroller, 2D, and it's a female protagonist, Scotty. Oh, baby.
My favorite. My favorite.
It reminds me of Dead Cells, actually. Oh, this looks so good, too.
Definitely see the Dead Cells look to it.
Oh yeah, even with the weapon
100%.
changing and stuff.
Yep.
This looks so good.
Yep.
Oh, you knows I'm gonna end up playing this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't worry. I will be wishlisting on Steam. I don't think you have to tell me. That's going to be done right now. Once again, coming out in 2020. Oh. So, how was that? What did you think, Scott?
Ooh, that's yeah. Does it have an actual release date, or does it just say 2020?
Just 2020 so far. Up next, we have Demoniaca, Everlasting Night. It just released in September 19th. Female protagonist. Apparently there's nudity, but it's a Metroidvania. Let's have a look.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I see what they're saying. It's not really nudity. It's not like it's sexual or anything. Jesus. Oh, God, nothing like sewing up your own wounds. Jesus. Yeah, I think Scott's going to like this one as well. Oh. The pixel art is ridiculous. Wait, what?
Might have to refresh my stream because I'm like I am clearly way behind. I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, really?
There we go.
How far in are you?
It just started.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, looks very, very good.
Our character model looks like a lot like K-Dash from King of Fighters.
That's okay. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Wow, that
Even the boobies, jeez.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, that looks really good.
Does look really good.
How's it going, McKay? All right. So I know Scott's still behind, pretty far, more than likely.
Yeah, I might have to refresh the stream here.
I'm refreshing as well. That's my upload, dude.
Demoniaca.
Demoniaca.
Or Demoniaca.
Yep. That was very nice, I must say. Alright.
Yeah.
So, our next game is called Valfaris. Set in the far corner of space, Valfaris is a heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer and the next game from the team behind Unity Awards finalist Slain, Back from Hell. Brutal combat, deadly enemies, stunning pixel art, savage soundtrack. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole.
Yeah. And I did get a chance to play a little bit of Slain Back from Hell, and that game was very hard.
Yeah.
But the soundtrack for that game was amazing.
Oh,
so if it's anywhere close to this, oof.
It looks like it's like pretty intense. It looks pretty intense, I must say.
Whoa!
Alright?
Whoa! Whoa!
Dude,
whoa.
It looks so good!
Yo!
And the music's so nice too. It's definitely full metal mode as well.
Dude! Jesus. Valfaris, huh? Guess I'm putting that on
metal as fuck. Indeed.
Damn. Look at all those ratings. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, this is like highly rated. By basically everybody.
Metal as fuck, man. It's like what, like... It's like what Contra should have been.
That's what new Contra should be.
Uh-huh.
So that's Valfaris. That's going onto the wish list.
Yep.
So, all recommendations so far.
Oh boy, yeah.
Alright, up next we have a game called Transmute. Explore a dense, interconnected labyrinth that was once a thriving research station in Transmute. Battle monstrous bosses, equip versatile weapons, versatile upgrades, and discover the dark secrets of the station. An intimate and challenging journey awaits in this side-scrolling action platformer, which is listed as an action-adventure indie Metroidvania 2D. Unfortunately, there are no videos. It's just these
that sucks.
few screenshots. It's coming out 31st of March 2020. It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. So I'm very interested in seeing a trailer for this. I wonder if I look up. Transmute game trailers. Hey, maybe that's it. Is it? Oh, that is definitely ZX Spectrum. Yeah, I don't think we'll find it there, unfortunately, but yeah. That's going on to my wish list. Oh, you better get onto that wish list. There you go. I want to see more of it, though. Jeez!
Right.
Alright, up next, Scott, we have another game with a female protagonist called Unsighted. The few androids that remain in Arcadia, once a populous metropolis, Jesus, are running out of anima, the energy that gives all robots their consciousness. Explore this forgotten city and save the remaining androids from turning into Unsighted.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry, you will like.
Unsighted.
Pixel art is fucking amazing in this too. And yeah, Metroidvania, it's everything about this is so good too, dude.
See, what the hell? Like, I just jumped back like 15 seconds again. Like, it jumped me backwards in the podcast.
Yeah, it's because every time I ask the buffer, it tries to keep you so you're not missing anything.
Yeah. Except I need to, like, not miss what's going on now. Jesus, sorry, my chair just popped. Huh. Well, excuse me as I lean back a little here. Because, I hope I didn't just break my fucking chair. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Whoa. Whoa. Boss fights. Jesus. Alright.
Ooh.
This looks so good, dude.
Ooh.
Ah. So yeah. Looks good, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait until Scott's all the way through.
Yeah, my bad, guys. 'Cause I don't know what's going on with my stream here today.
It's not yours. It's my upload. I'm behind by 11 seconds by my look. Frankerface, good old Frankerface, let me know. Alright, so we're going to go to the next game that I have here. Another female protagonist, Scott.
That was called Unsighted?
Unsighted. Oh, yeah.
We're writing that one down, that's for damn sure.
Next one we have is called Battle Princess Madeline. It came out last year. Never heard of it. Looks awesome.
It sounds familiar to me for some reason. I may be losing it, but I'll have to see it.
I love the cartoon so far.
I haven't even seen you switch over to it yet.
Oh yeah, this is. It plays a lot like Ghouls and Ghosts.
I'll let you know when I see it.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
All right.
Oh, switch the settings to 480.
Switch the settings to 480. See.
I'll even rewatch it.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I'm good. You're good. Actually, there's another one.
Actually, it kind of just. I think it caught me up. It did look like for a little bit that I did see. Okay, there we go.
Here we go. Let's watch this one. This is only 42 seconds. Oh.
Now, why are you doing that? Stop that.
What's a princess to do? Yeah, this is a lot like Ghouls and Ghosts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This is so cool. And it looks awesome, too. I'm really loving these lighting effects that you're using in these retro indie games. They're so nice, man. Like, it just adds so much more atmosphere to the game.
Oh, yeah. This is... Yeah, I like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Added to the wish list. Huh. Then, I didn't even realize this happened. I don't think we mentioned this game, but...
Okay.
Next, we have Blaster Master 02.
I think we did say something about 0, but I didn't know there was a 2.
02 released the 29th of November.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, let's have a look.
NT Creates and
It looks good.
present the long-awaited sequel to the mutant blasting action-adventure game, Blaster Master 0.
Oh, it's so much more like the NES games, too. Oh, I love it. It's so nice.
Your new battle tank, G Sophia, is equipped with the Gaia system. Harness SP for its weapons and abilities anytime it falls from tall heights or takes damage.
Oh.
Your arsenal of powerful sub-weapons.
Is it still Jason?
Blast any mutant scum that stands in your way as you traverse each stage.
I mean, it's still Sophia, so...
Jason also has some
Oh, yep, you're Jason.
Gaia Sophia. Okay.
With the blast counter.
So it's still all the same characters from the OG.
Yeah, that's cool.
Into multiple attacks that dish out lots of damage back at the
Oh,
end.
that's so cool.
In Blaster Master 02, the stage is set in outer space, and there's more to explore than ever before.
You go to
As
different
travel
planets?
across the galaxy to a host of different.
Yo, he does a lot more outside of Sophia now.
Search for new items that power up
Whoa!
Sophia and Jason. During your journey,
Makes a lot of weird noises. I think he's scratching his face or some shit.
cast a fellow metal attacker tank.
Whoa, okay.
So, wait, Sophia can go through space now?
Apparently.
Become trusted
Huh.
friends or bitter enemies.
Neat.
Mutant blasting action is back.
Oh, this looks so cool.
Right? Oh.
Take advantage of the special launch promo and download it for free until December 12th, 2019. You won't want to miss this opportunity.
Wow. Okay, well, I have to go to Blaster Master 0 because
Fucking dog. Alright, I already got it on my wish list.
Yep.
Our next game is called Savage, the Shard of Gosen. It came out on the 30th of August this year.
Okay.
Out of the mists and shrouded memories.
I love this video, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
brow, wreathed in the blood of the slain. The trophies of the doomed heaped upon his name.
What the fuck?
And his power, placed in the palm.
We gotta see this back just because it's hilarious.
What the fuck?
Planet Tobor brings you an action adventure.
But I'm pretty sure we've seen this before, actually.
Explore and
Have we?
I wanted to, yeah. Once you see the gameplay, you'll probably remember it.
What the fucking hell?
You're still watching the live action stuff, right?
combat. Arm yourself with the weapons and gear of legend. Level up to increase
What in the
power.
what?
Forge new equipment and gain the favor of the gods.
I mean,
Subscribe to the Planet Tobor Mega Decks to get access to tips, tricks, and all the latest codes to help you become the barbarian and bring the Argesi Empire to its knees.
looks pretty cool though.
Oh God, yes. That's why we're looking at it. That's why it's part of this custom queue.
Savage, the Shard of Gosen.
Excuse me.
I wanted that treasure box.
Home computing system.
Well, he just used somebody's corpse as a way to jump across spikes. Fuck yes.
See? Isn't it awesome? Oh. And I want that physical copy too. Don't fuck with me.
What? I mean,
Alright, onto the wish list.
what? I mean,
That's right.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, what the fuck did I just watch? But like, here's the thing. That's actually pretty entertaining. Not gonna lie.
I told you. Alright, we have 3 more games. Up next we have... Oh!
Uh-oh.
Hey Scott, were you upset when the Messenger was over and you're like, oh man, wish I had another Messenger game kind of like that? Coming soon, Cyber Shadow. The world has been taken over by synthetic life forms. A desperate plea for help sets Shadow on a journey to uncover what started the path to a perpetual ruin. Slash through the techno hordes, leap past traps, and nimbly navigate the ruins of Mecha City. It's listed as an indie action retro Metroidvania Ninja 2D.
Metroidvania Ninja? Sounds like the Messenger.
Oh, it's started already. Oh God. Take it all in, Scott. Hands above the fucking desk, too, by the way.
Holy shit.
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the next big game that people are going to want to speedrun after the Messenger, because this is so good, dude. So good. Oh, looks so good. Yum. What? Wait until the end, Scott. Wait until the end. Oh. Holy shit.
Whoa. Is it a fucking motorcycle?
Right? Wasn't that awesome? Oh my god. Oh, that is on the wish list. That is
Cyber Shadow, huh?
Yeah.
On the list.
Indeed. All
Of
right.
Things to take care of when the podcast is over.
Now, I'm pretty sure we already talked about this, but it's Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Right, yeah, we did.
But we're going to watch the trailer again just because
Yeah.
it's a good game. And, well, it's Hollow Knight and it looks fucking gorgeous.
Mm.
And this looks like a more lit up version. It's not as dark. I guess where she's not as dark either, where she has a bit of red to her. And then you almost notice that too with the coloring, like in a lot of the areas, like there's more reds.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've noticed. Oh my god. Oh. Of course this looks fucking amazing. Why wouldn't it?
I mean,
I don't know if we watched this trailer or not, but this is... I don't remember this, and this looks
no.
fucking amazing, dude.
Yep.
So good.
Jeez.
It's a lot of female protagonist games too. I don't know if you've noticed. Whoa!
Damn.
Whoa! New see. Whoa, she can swim too. Cool.
Holy shit.
Jesus, that looked fucking amazing too. Oh. Yeah, already on my wish list. Why am I not surprised? Jeez. Alright, are you through the trailer?
Yep.
Alright, our last game called Gravity Circuit. Adding it to the wish list. A flashy, action-packed 2D platformer in the spirit of console classics. I think you'll also enjoy this one as well.
Add it to the wish list before we even saw the preview.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've already seen the preview, so... yeah, this game looks great too, by the way. I like the action attacks that you can do with everything, it seems. When you kick enemies to hit other enemies, yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So it kind of has like some like Ninja Gaiden feel to, or not Ninja. Well, yeah, but it has like that like Bionic Commando feel to it too, because of like all the swinging and shit. Or what was I trying to say? Like Mega Man Zero, that kind of has like that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Which, as much as I don't like the character Mega Man Zero, I can appreciate the games because they were, they weren't bad. I just didn't like the characters. But yeah, it definitely looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So, you DP Whale. I know you're a bit late, but you missed out on some fucking good games just then.
Oh boy.
The new, basically the new Messenger that everyone's gonna want to play in speedrun. Yeah.
Just look up Cyber Shadow, man.
Yeah, look up Cyber Shadow on Steam, DP Whale, and then tell me that. Come back and tell me that you're not already touching yourself. All right, so we're gonna get into my news. I call it news, but it's actually we're looking at awesome games. And the first lot comes from IndieRetroNews.com, and first one is The Fertile Crescent, an in-development RTS inspired by Age of Empires. Alright, so I know there are many people out there that love playing games such as Age of Empires or Rise of Nations, so here's a game I think you might also enjoy, called Fertile Crescent by Link Reed. Although the game is still in development, the game is a real-time strategy game set during the Bronze Age in the ancient Near East, in which you must protect your people against and eventually defeat an enemy tribe on an auto-generated map. The game is inspired by the rise and fall of Bronze Age civilizations. You must manage the delicate balance between food surplus and the maintenance of your army. The game features both single and online play and has been in development for the last 30 months as a passion for RTS games. Developers are hoping to release a substantial update every 1 or 2 months, while the Fertile Crescent is currently in alpha, but the available build is fully playable and relatively bug-free. So you can play that now. Looks like an interesting game. I wish we had some trailers for this, but it looks nice and simplistic, and that's what I like about it. I would probably give this RTS a try and hope for the best. Alright, so up next we have Santron, a very festive neutron for all C64 shoot-'em-up fans from Sarah Jane Avery. So, while many of us are still looking forward to playing Sarah Jane Avery's upcoming shoot-'em-up Soul Force, we haven't seen any updates for Briley Witch Chronicles. You may be interested to know Sarah has released a Christmas version of Neutron called Santron. Previously released fantastic top-scrolling shoot-'em-up for the ex-Sega developer and author, which gained very favorable reviews for the C64. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to watch the, what we have here. Ah, she has Christmas music in there. Drummer boy. He lets it go for so long too. Oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, Sarah Jane Avery, we'll still have you on the podcast if you want. I'm just saying. So
we should look up what other games she did while she was a Sega employee, because you'd have even more points to talk about then, Scott. Santa Rules. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, I'm still getting a bit of a Star Force from this. Oh, that's the way the enemies move in Star Force. What is it called? Oh, hers is called Soul Force, Star Force. My God, I'm getting so confused so easily. Oh, she's shooting candy canes. I didn't even notice till now. And those are. Oh, this is so awesome. See, now this would be good for like a Christmas stream, just to play games like this where they're just done to have like new sprites and the music. Oh. Alright, we're gonna stop there. It's a 4-minute long video.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so featuring a wicked soundtrack, smooth scrolling, and lots of enemies to blast away, the developer told us both Neutron and Santron were developed on her PC using her own assembler build, including character and sprite editors, with the game being extensively tested for the C64 using the emulator Vice. If that wasn't enough to get you excited, it features varying stages of difficulty, player weapon upgrades, multiple background stalls, lots of enemies to destroy, bosses, and yes, that cool festive soundtrack. Oh, yeah, that was good. The soundtrack was actually pretty good, Christmassy. I like. Next we have Monty on the Run. I sent Indie Retro News the video for Band on the Run as soon as they put this up, because I'm a nerd. So anyways, there's a Monty on the Run conversion released on the Atari XL XE. Let's go have a look at the video. We have a lot of ZX Spectrum this week too.
That's okay.
By Gremlin Graphics, okay. Okay, play the game for this. Written by Jason Perkins. Graphics by Terry Droid. Alright. Oh, there's different sprite maps you can use. Cool. For different color modes. Or sorry, there's different color modes you can use. So. Oh my gosh.
That's a really long intro. Holy crap.
The soundtrack sounds terrifying. Whoa. Did they change the fucking colors?
What is with that soundtrack?
Oh, it gets good! Dude! This is actually bumping, man. He's all like, fuck that.
That sounds really familiar.
Well, it is a conversion from the original game, I would imagine, so...
It sounds familiar from something else, too.
Alright.
Like, I've never played the original, so...
So, it was originally for the ZX Spectrum and C64. Looked like a cross between a human and a mole for your character. He started his very own adventure as Wanted Monty Mole, which from then on spawned a number of other famous sequels on different 8-bit systems, such as Monty on the Run and Auf Wiedersehen Monty. I probably butchered that. But today, thanks to a great heads up from Saberman, we're told the Atari BDSM has released a full conversion of Monty on the Run for the Atari XL XEV, the Silly Venture 2019. Yes, indeed, the very classic game, which also had a number of remix soundtracks via YouTube, is now available on the Atari XL XE for all to enjoy. Features many, if not all, the rooms from the classic game, the deadly enemies, and that fabulous soundtrack many of us still love to this day. So if you've got an Atari 8-bit, you owe it to yourself to load it up. You wanted to say something?
Was that supposed to be Alfita saying? Is that what was up there? Alfita saying? Like goodbye?
Oh, sure.
By the way, yes, you did butcher that.
Yeah, thank you.
Alfita saying.
I'm sorry, Scott,
that
I'm not well versed. You have like the Pennsylvania Dutch up to get out of here.
Well, I also took a couple years German, so
you see, you're a cheater. You cheated.
Listen, like there's only a few things of it that I aim.
that I retain.
Alfita saying is one of those things. It's like
one of the first things you learn.
Yes. Like how to say hello and goodbye and all that other sort of stuff.
Alright, so our next game is... Double-Sided Games announces a triple game whammy for 2020.
Oh, yeah?
Don't Break the Balls, Super Metal Hero, and Hired Sword 2. With 2020 fast approaching, it doesn't come as a surprise to us to see developers and or publishers announcing new games, as sure enough, that has just happened with our personal favorite publishers, Double-Sided Games. Company that so far has released Black Dawn Rebirth, La Baie des Morts, Vegetable Deluxe, and Realms of Quest 5. The new announcement of today is they've just gone and announced Hired Sword 2 for the C64, Don't Break Balls for the C64, and Super Metal Hero for the Amiga.
Nice.
Oh, this looks like a fun adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
Go north, okay.
Super Metal Hero.
Hired Sword 2 is a top-down RPG with a racy humor. The game, according to the description, is written and designed and coded by Roy Riggs, while sound and music are made by Mike Richmond. Explore Catazanos and Glamoral through 20 maps and 9 dungeons to find the elusive elf Ekaterina. Oh my god. The weapons and armor are randomly generated. 1,000+ combinations. Wow. The game will be available March 2020 for the Commodore 64 in boxed floppy and digital format.
Wow.
Don't Break the Balls. DBTB is an action puzzle game for 1 or 2 players in cooperation or duel. It is designed and coded by Emiliano Paglia with the help of Saul Cross for graphics and music and sound. Controlling a fan, you need to blow the bubbles up and prevent them from bursting. Of course, the fan needs energy to work and needs to be recharged often by moving it to the sides of the screen. The game will be available later in 2020 for the Commodore 64 in box cartridge, box floppy, and digital format. That's kind of interesting. Alright, and then we have Super Metal Hero. The last described double-sided games website is Super Metal Hero, a shooting action platformer with side-scrolling combined with shoot-'em-up levels. The game design and graphics are made by Tenshu with the help of Michael Gibbs for programming and music. The game will be available Q4 2020 for the Commodore Amiga 1200 with a 030 accelerator and 4 megabit of fast RAM in box floppy and digital format. That's all we know so far, but as soon as games are closer to being finished with inclusive gameplay trailers, each one will get a more detailed article on Indie Retro News.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, they all look good.
Super Metal Hero.
They never disappoint. They've been pretty consistent for good games as well, double-sided games. They are very correct on that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next we have Star Vagrant, a new space trading game for the Atari XL XE. If you love space trading games such as Privateer or FOFT, or FOFT, then have we got some great news for you, as thanks to a heads up from our good friend Saberman, of course it's always Saberman, he always gets the news. He has told us MadSoft has made available a demo for the space trading game Star Vagrant, a highly entertaining space game by Mad Raffi, Bronieu, Kaz, and Caruso, which is also available as a limited collector's box edition for the Atari XL XE. Oh, that sounds awesome. Box versions of those games, by the way, for the Atari XL XE are fantastic. Like I said before, I have about 20 of them over there, and they all have like little stuff inside to help you like immerse yourself more in there. Like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has like a little tiny thing there with the micro universe or something, or the space fleet in like a little Ziploc bag. Yeah. Anyways. The music is hardcore.
Once I get there.
Oh, they're giving us some story. Ooh, some nice pixel art. Old school pixel art too at that. The soundtrack is actually really good. Oh my god. Oh, they need some people to help them with their grammatical stuff there. To buy cheapest ship. I'm just like, that's not right. You forgot the... So, Caruso, you're making some awesome tunes, buddy. Oh,
right.
Man. I want to skip ahead, but I don't want to fuck up the track now. See, this is the other part about these new games. You always get new, good music with them too. Mm-hmm. Okay, we gotta skip ahead. I apologize. Oh yeah, it's space trading. That's right. Okay. So I guess a lot of it is just going to be text-based for the most part, but that's still cool. I'm nerd enough to enjoy that. No problem. Yeah, I like the pixel art too. It's very retro-styled. Very cool, not so modern. Ooh, an ambiguous lab. According to the team behind the game, Vagrant will provide hours of challenging entertainment for your Atari XL XE. Despite the limited resources, the game offers 12 ships with different characteristics. You can visit up to 25 locations and 10 different systems, trade 24 unique goods. Each ship has limited cargo space and uses quantum fuel to make an FTL jump with unforeseen events while traveling. Earn as much as possible, buy larger, better ships, and discover optimal trade routes. I would play that. And the soundtrack is...
Seems pretty neat.
Scott's
I did like the soundtrack was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was bopping my head to it a little bit there too.
Oh yeah, God yes, dude. Alright, our next one is Haunted Lands, an awesome action platformer homage to classic DOS games. It's Monday, it's a new week for fresh games to play. The first one up that comes highly recommended is Olive Gore's action platformer Haunted Lands, Episode Alpha. This game can be played either online or downloaded. It is a high-grade PC homage to classic DOS games such as Commander Keen, Dangerous Dave, and Biomenace, with deadly demons, ghouls, and powerful shotgun.
Okay.
You just play online here. Is this like an itch.io thing? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. It's smooth as shit, though. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not bad at all. Huh. He's just gonna wait for everything. Alright.
Didn't they say like it has like a DOS games vibe? You know what this kind of like style is like reminds me of? Like Duke Nukem. Like
yeah.
Doom Duke Nukem, you know what I'm saying?
But it's so fast too. It's really nice.
It does look nice.
Wow. No, they're coming.
They will not wait for you.
This looks decent, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, there's so many fucking good games. I just want to play games. That's it.
We were having a conversation earlier about a game, and it's like, what is that game? And like, we talked about it. I'm like, what? We did? I look it up. Like, oh yeah, we did talk about that. This is what happens when you do like a weekly podcast about gaming. It's like you go over so much cool stuff, like games like that.
Yeah.
And you just kind of start to like lose some of the stuff.
And that's why we're going to be doing a new podcast where we actually get to separately play games. 3 of us actually are going to separately play games. Then we're going to get together and talk about them on a podcast. Yes. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be a weekly thing because that's like really pushing yourself to go and finish a game or, play enough of it so you can actually review it. So it might be bi-weekly or even monthly. But either way, it'll be probably a longer podcast. And we'll go into more in-depth things with those games. So it'll be kind of like a review podcast, which is going to be fun. All right. So, anyways, sorry to get off topic.
Off topic.
Haunted Lands. The first episode features 2 difficulty modes, 2 playable characters, 6 fast levels swarming with dangerous enemies, plenty of blasting action, lots of gore, a kick-ass soundtrack by a team of people listed in the game, and enjoyable gameplay that will keep you coming back for more. And yeah, the soundtrack was actually pretty good. I didn't even like. I was immersed when I was watching the game, but I didn't even think about the soundtrack for some reason. All right, so get ready for some ZX Spectrum, everybody. First up, we have Space Monsters Meet the Hardy, classy ZX platformer from Mayhem and Conscience.
Good enough for me.
Last game we are going to feature today is... Oh, actually, that's a lot. Mayhem and Conscious ZX Spectrum game of Space Monsters Meets the Hardy is available to download and play right now via the Yandex Retro Games Battle Competition. It is an action platformer featuring high-quality graphics, sound, and gameplay as a race against time. Beware, you might have a laser at your disposal, but there's deadly enemies and traps that will cause you great pain. As noted by the website in this game, your mission is to find and neutralize the head of space monsters, which are hidden throughout the mazes of numerous levels. To go between them, there are special elevators which can only be activated with the use of a special key, all guarded by dangerous monsters. You will find many obstacles of varying degrees of difficulty in this game, from completely harmless but blocking the path of the bubbles to deadly drops that will kill for the first time. Time is running out, so hurry. Oh wow. What?
Okay.
Oh my god, this... You don't have no time at all, though. This is crazy. This is fast for this ZX Spectrum, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my god, 13 seconds. What? What are you... Level complete. Oh my god. Wow, this is a stressful game, isn't it?
You ever play 30-Second Hero?
Yeah. But... Ouch! Yeah, I'd say ouch. Okay. Damn. This is crazy, though.
I bet you are, DP.
Xmas Elite 5 from like I missed that from earlier. Alright, so that goes on for a little bit more, but that looks very solid, actually. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Especially for a ZX Spectrum game.
Right?
It's very fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, ZX Spectrum looks fun. When you get those good games, it's just...
Right?
We have more. Just a Gal. Super Hang-On inspired ZX Spectrum release. And the pixel art is fucking amazing. There's a sexy lady. She's from The Simpsons. Zosia Entertainment, the team, are certainly making some great games at the moment for the Yandex Retro Games Battle. Well, with games such as Draft and Valley of Rains announced but as by us previously. Well, it looks as if they haven't finished this with the Specky community just yet. As thanks to another heads up, we've been told that they've also released a Super Hang-On inspired game called Just a Gal, a fast-paced motorbike racing game against both the clock and other riders. So, motorcyclist Maureen Miles competes in the World Series of Circuit Racing. The goal of the game is to win the World Cup after completing all 24 stages. Opponents differ in strength. The fastest of them will compete for victory in the championship. The game implements championship modes, single races, as well as qualification races. There is a possibility of a false start, and the use of a slipstream. We both said the same thing. Okay. The startup is fun. Huh! Look at her dance! Oh yeah, she knows, don't you? Yeah. Do it. Do it. Oh my god. Look at her bumping. She knows, she knows, she knows. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this feels so retro right now. Oh, it's definitely 1989 right now. Oh my god. 56k model. Whoa.
Okay.
It's a lot of detail for a ZX Spectrum game, though.
Yeah.
Oh no! Maureen, you let so-called Petrov... No! Vitamin Goo is in front of you now.
I would have hoped it would have been a little bit faster.
The sounds of specky loading. I guess you guys are used to that over in the UK, eh? They're playing the ZX Spectrum and all about the load times.
Yeah.
Good stuff. This doesn't seem bad at all. It seems solid. I almost wish there was more of an RPG element to it, though, after the races.
Alright.
Alright, I'm going to stop that there. It looks really good. Again, another reason why I want a ZX Spectrum. Alright, next we have Hunt Buck Nuclear Defense, a fabulous action platformer for the ZX Spectrum by Red Triangle. So, even more ZX Spectrum games to get through now, even though I'm running out of coffee, which is actually true. As we've recently been contacted by a good friend of ours regarding Red Triangle's action platformer Hunt Buck Nuclear Defense, a ZX Spectrum game featured in the Yandex Retro Games Battle, which looks like a game you may have purchased all those years ago when the ZX Spectrum was still being sold in Dixon's. I don't know the reference. Else Buddy probably does. So in this game you play as Hunt Buck, an agent for hire investigating the case of a strange animal attack. That's strange. Along the way you are again confronted with this long-time opponent, Professor Reckless, and must communicate with other characters, collect objects, solve logical problems. Oh my god. Problems, and wipe out aggressive local inhabitants to solve this riddle. Wipe out aggressive local inhabitants. Jesus. Okay, let's watch this. For the ZX Spectrum 128K. Sounds like this Yandex thing is pumping out some awesome ZX Spectrum games to me. Okay, that makes sense. Else Buddy says Dixon's was is a big electronics store. Ooh, this is interesting looking. It has Super Pitfall / Prince of Persia / Lama Lana. No, I know saying Lama Lana is going pretty far, but you know what I mean.
Definitely Super Pitfall, though.
Oh yeah, but like it seems like there's more to it than just that.
Yeah.
Super Pitfall was a bit of a mess in itself, anyways.
Yeah.
Whoa, look like that guy just shot chairs at you. Watch out! Watch out for the robot shooting chairs. That dude can fall long distances.
Nothing is dangerous than chairs.
It's true. Would you want fucking multiple chairs shot at you from a gun? I'd be shitting my pants too, but like, no, how is this happening to you? It sounds like the soundtrack might repeat the entire time, but not bad. Moving pretty good. Yeah, the beat's moving pretty good, I should say. Alright, so that was Hunt Buck. That didn't look too bad. I'm wondering if the rest of these are going to come from the Yandex Retro Games Battle. Huh! Look at this pixel art, Scott. Valley of Rains, high-grade ZX Spectrum game featured in the Yandex Battle.
Okay.
Mrs. Alder, look at me, I'm in a bikini. Oh shit. Another game entered in the Yandex Retro Games Battle 2019 that took us completely by surprise is Zosia Entertainment Team's fabulous run and shooter of Valley of Rains. This game that is available to play right now doesn't just feature great specky graphics, but from the video below, looks to have great animation, plenty of deadly enemies on screen, and kick-ass firepower while the game still looks to be running smooth.
Okay.
Alright, so there isn't much to add to that. The team describes the game as follows. My mother is water lily, the most beautiful flower on earth. My father is ant, the most powerful creature on earth. The volcano gave me fire. Wagtail blessed on feats. I hit the road to bring life back to the rainy valley.
Okay.
Hey.
Well.
That's some nice pixel art though, Jesus.
Right?
You had that back in the 80s, and I'm guaranteeing you were going to load that load screen a lot. Not my mom's home. Dad doesn't usually care. He don't come up over the stairs anyways. So far, it's actually fantastic looking.
Wow. Ooh, jeez. That looks really good.
I want to hear more of the soundtrack. More! Oh.
ZX Spectrum.
Whoa.
Looks really nice.
Whoa! This is not what I was expecting from the ZX Spectrum. Wow, it moves so fast, too. What? What is this, like a beefy fucking Spectrum or something? The sound is kind of eh, and there's not really a soundtrack anymore.
Damn.
So weird. I like the game. It's just I don't understand why there's no like soundtrack and why the sound is so like gritty.
So weird.
I guess that's the trade-off for like the good graphics, maybe. Like that
Yeah,
could be
I
the
guess
possibility as well. So. What in the fuck is that? Whoa, the power-ups are deadly! Yeah, take that. Take the blue balls. Oh, this is great. Once you have blue balls, you're good to go. You know I'm gonna do it on purpose.
Of course.
Okay, I'm watching this for like forever, apparently. My bad. It looked very awesome. I would definitely turn down the sound, though, and put on like something else in the background while I'm playing it. That's the only thing. And I'm not trying to say that to discourage whoever done, you know, help with the music or sound, but it's just it was very lacking for what was going on. But again, if you are limited, then I guess that could be part of the reason.
Yeah.
No color clashing on the hair. Chunky graphics sold. Sounds like this is running on 48K. Which had a small speaker. I thought it said 128K there earlier. No, that might have been something else. Anyways, doesn't matter. Either way, it looks fantastic, actually. So, another one, Yazzie, a lovely arcade game for the ZX Spectrum via Retro Souls. Alright, so not liking the racing game, want some arcade platforming fun? Then how about this then? Yazzie, a brand new ZX Spectrum game from Denis Grachev, Retro Souls. That was developed using the Nirvana engine. It features lots of devious levels, great soundtrack, deadly enemies, dangerous traps, and much more. As another entry in the Yandex Retro Games Battle 2019 competition. God damn! As noted by the description, you play as the careless gold seeker who has wandered into a strange mansion full of traps. You need to help the gold digger collect all the gold, avoid the enemies, and try not to fall into a deadly trap. Can you complete all the devious levels in the charming arcade game from Denis Grachev? Good luck. Alright, let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, the sound is nice. Oh, are they bumping to the tunes too? That's awesome. Looked like your character was. Okay, so you pick up gold, and apparently you get a pickaxe as well. Oh, you only have so many uses for the pickaxe too per level. Looks like. Whoa, whoa. I got totally lost in thought about thinking about that game for a second. I don't know why. Alright, so that actually didn't look bad either. Gee, yeah, all of these ZX Spectrum games have looked fucking amazing.
Got me dancing.
Right? And for a simple little platforming game, I like that kind of stuff. I like those arcade games like that. It's fun. It's like Bubble Bobble. You don't really have any more than one screen, but that's kind of all you really need.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, our last thing here from Indie Retro News. Drift. A rather cool car game released for the ZX Spectrum.
I am.
Alright, so, as noted there, today is going to be a great day for ZX Spectrum games. So, this is another game by Zosia Entertainment, arcade car game called Drift. Seriously cool looking game whereby the aim is to drift around a set of amount of laps for a high score. I was getting thrown off by the little screenshot of the video there. I'm like, wait, what? That's ZX Spectrum? That looks like arcade. Right. Like old school arcade. As noted by the description, Drift features 5 cars, 6 stages, 3-dimensional tracks, 360-degree panoramas in which you must fight in a championship with 16 rivals in 2 classes, both amateur and professional. The game features realistic engine sounds, real-life geolocation, damage, and car repair. Switchable dynamic shadow, choice between right-hand and left-hand driving. That for a game, like a little games battle that they do every year, like that sounds like it's a fairly thorough game, even if it is a racing game. Like that still sounds like a lot. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Again, this is a ZX Spectrum? What? Dude! I'm fine with just watching this as a cinematic. If this is the entire game, I'd be delighted.
Yeah, right?
It looks so good. Like, this is blowing my mind that this is ZX Spectrum. Like, they have cinematics for the game. Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. And they're good, too.
Yeah. Like, they're not doing a whole lot to animate it, like... But it's enough to, like, make it look fantastic. Like, oh my god, dude. Approach the corner, steer the car into the skid. And tell me what to do. Hold the gas pedal, turn the opposite steering wheel to the opposite direction. Drift.
Wow, that's really good.
Right?
Damn.
Your name, Natasha, that's not my name. You're a liar, that's not my name. Go back. Too much fun. Season 2019, wait. Oh! You have different cars you can choose. Oh, the Julia. Oh, you're gonna go with Julia. Huh? Alright. Soundtrack actually so far is not too bad either. Jesus, man. I would have played this back in the day for sure. This looks good. I play this now. Shit. Oh, okay. You're just doing a little test to see if you can drift or not, I guess.
5 seconds. Go.
Oh, yes, boy. Awesome drift. Huh! This is pretty cool.
Yeah, right? Awesome drift.
Huh. Yeah, this is great, dude. This, oh my god. I want to see more now. Okay, you having a competition to see who drifts the most, I guess. That wasn't bad at all. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess next year we're going to be very much looking forward to the Yandex Retro Games Battle again, because apparently we're going to get a crap load of fucking awesome ZX Spectrum games. That was great.
Yeah.
Alright, next we have one thing to talk about here from the Indie Game website. Bastion devs launch game dungeon crawler Hades into early access this week. If you haven't seen this yet, Sky, you might enjoy.
Where do you think you are? Who do you think you're talking to?
Your mother.
Nobody gets out of my domain.
I might have
whether
seen
alive
some,
or
like...
dead. You wish to learn the hard way?
Maybe not. Maybe.
Fine. Then go. Get out. Don't let me stop you.
What's wrong?
I thought I had seen some like other stuff with. There might have been another game.
Oh, there we go. It seems like my upload might have fixed itself. I probably shouldn't have said anything because it hasn't buffered on my side for a bit. So,
knock on wood.
And it hasn't given me any messages about losing frames, so I'm quite happy. This looks good so far. Whoa. Whoa. What?
Ooh.
I'm home.
Yeah.
Well, time to go get killed again.
Oh yeah, no big deal. Just, you know, just got killed again. Jesus.
I can dig it.
Death is your only family. Death and I.
Looks pretty good.
Sure does. A lot of recognizable character too. Like I flashed by like 4 characters there, and I was like, "Oh, I know who all 4 of those are."
Oh really?
Yep.
Wow. So that looked pretty damn good. Alright, up next we have some stuff here from Destructoid. A lot more than we usually would, and you'll see why. First we have Konami's cutesy shmup, TwinBee, returns on Nintendo Switch.
Yes, I did see this.
This week's...
Actually,
What's that? Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was perusing through some stuff, and I happened to see this that TwinBee was coming back.
I played TwinBee originally on NES and loved that as a shmup. I don't know why. It was all about those bells.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this week's retro release from Hamster lets players fly the adorable skies of 1985 with a port of Konami's cuddly shoot-'em-up TwinBee, now available to download on Nintendo Switch. Back in 85, the shmup scene was really starting to come into its own. But while many titles in the genre had a dark and industrial look to their intergalactic warfare, Konami helped to define a whole new subgenre with TwinBee, which chose super colorful stages and cute designs for their heroes and villains, all backed with cheerful, upbeat tunes. Fucking awesome upbeat tunes. 1 or 2 players battle through waves of enemies across a selection of vertically scrolling stages. Armed quite literally with a variety of weapons, further upgrades can be gained by gathering bells that are hidden within the background, usually behind clouds, actually. TwinBee would go on to have a run of equally fun sequels, with arguably its best remembered global entry for being 1993's SNES release Poppin' TwinBee. In Japan, the franchise would also spawn an anime and manga series, as well as, of all things, a radio play.
Wow. I didn't know about that.
So, neither did I, actually. That's intense. Wow.
And TwinBee music actually made its way into DDR.
Oh, this must be like arcade or something. Yeah. That's awesome. They're gonna put that on the Switch. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh! It is the original! Oh, I like the NES version of the soundtrack much more, but that's just me. I'm loving this right now, Scott. This is so good. Oh, it looks like the power-ups are a bit different, though. Oh, this is a 44-minute video. No. I can sit here and watch that all night, too. It's the worst part,
yeah.
So. Yay! I can't believe that we're getting TwinBee. Oh. Anyways, next thing I have here is something revolving around something Scott was talking about earlier, which is Final Fantasy VII. A vinyl soundtrack, which has cool picture discs. Pre-orders are not live. Square Enix Music has released images of its upcoming double vinyl release featuring the scores of Final Fantasy VII and its upcoming remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Launching January 31st, the double vinyl set is available to pre-order right now. The premium sound package features 2 double-sided LPs, one of which contains a selection of tracks taken from the Final Fantasy VII Remake, while the other features the indelible sounds of the 1997 PlayStation original. Both records are picture discs and are emblazoned with image of Cloud, Strife, and Sephiroth in the classic and redesigned forms. The records come housed in a sleek triple-fold sleeve with minimalist cover art depicting the game's logo and a mighty meteor. You can check out images of the double LP set in the gallery below. The track list is as follows, which you can have a look there if you'd like. Oh, wow. Let's have a... Oh, dude. Oh! Alright. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why people are collecting these. They look fucking amazing.
I'll let you know when I see them.
Alright, the Final Fantasy VII double LP vinyl set is available to pre-order now at various online record retailers ahead of its January 31st release. Pricing varies, but averages around $80. Pre-orders may close temporarily if production demand is too high, so get in quickly. Man, that looks terrible. So good. No, dude, and it's by a AAA, game company as well. So I mean, you're gonna pay more premium prices for it anyways, just for the the brand. Alright, Anno 1800 is free to play until December 18th, and now it has co-op. Alright, so we can't tumble into 2020 without remembering Anno 1800, especially with its being temporarily free. Ubisoft is hosting a free play event from December 11th until December 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. During that time, the free version of Anno 1800 will be accessible from the Uplay and Epic Games Store with the first 3 residential tiers in sandbox mode, as well as all free game updates, which means multiplayer and co-op for everyone, alongside previously released content like the day and night mode. What about the co-op? It's a new mode as of Update 6. 4 teams of up to 4 players compete. The only downside of the free weekend is that if you end up buying Anno 1800, your save files won't transfer. On the flip side, that's okay. There always comes a point in these games where you'll want to start fresh and do things more efficiently after stumbling through the empire-raising process. Should you try this out? Yes, sincerely. It's a great game, and one you can appreciate as a fan of the city-building series, or even as someone who lacks that starting point. If If you're the type of person who enjoys establishing seafaring trade routes or plotting districts and neighborhoods, you'll be in heaven. I'd probably enjoy this.
I mean, it's city building, so it's kind of...
Yeah, it all depends on how much you like that kind of stuff to begin with, I guess. Alright, so Scott, predators can pick their powers, and the humans don't stand a chance. Predator hunting grounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer, shall we?
Right.
It's a Predator FPS game where you play as predators.
Dig it.
This could be an FPS game that I might want to play.
You can dig it.
Huh. It looks really nice too.
Right? Yeah, kill that guy. Kick his ass.
This is kind of cool. Whoa! Jesus. Jesus!
Kill it all! Shoot laser!
What is that? Stick to the mission. We're moving out.
This looks so awesome! Whoa. Female predator. Whoa! Collect your trophies? Jesus. Let's go, buddy. Oh! So that's coming out for PS4.
Nice.
And PC. That looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
And there's not many FPS games that I look forward to. That is one I would play for sure. That looked great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have Babylon's Fall gets a new gameplay trailer, but the wait for info continues. Platinum Games, in dramatic hack-and-slash shocker, Square Enix has released the first full gameplay trailer for Platinum Games' Babylon's Fall, which is first revealed to the public way back in E3 2018. As to be expected from the studio who brought us Nier Automata and Bayonetta, Babylon's Fall looks to be a frenetic hack-and-slash action RPG featuring chaotic battles against numerous villains and huge boss characters. Platinum has carved its name into this style of gameplay. Jesus, my fucking mouth can't even make words. So in theory, the developer will have another winner on its hands here. Unfortunately, we still have to wait for some time before we get more details on this lavish-looking fantasy title, as it was announced that more Babylon's Fall info would be heading our way in summer 2020. It's in development for PS4 and PC, so let's have a look. And I just skipped the entire trailer. That's good stuff.
I'm sorry. Rearrange my,
And it's by Square Enix, so you know it's going to be something looking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some of the graphics look a bit flat, though. I don't know what's going on there. Is that just me? Oh, the characters look good. Whoa! Alright. Oh, it reminds me of God of War. Almost. Whoa, okay, that's different too.
Alright.
Wow, this looks like fun!
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah.
mesmerized here. This definitely has, like... And I don't want to... Yeah, DP Whale hit it. This definitely has a Devil May Cry to it. Which is not a bad thing.
More information next summer. Oh my god!
Next summer. You're killing me.
Final Fantasy 15, if I may say. Oh man.
Next summer.
Well, that's a long time to wait, but that looks like it's going to be a great game, and big surprise, it's Square Enix.
Yeah.
Alright, so Shovel Knight Treasure Trove update will have a staggered release on legacy platforms.
Okay.
Staggered rollout is as follows. 3DS North America, December 13th. 3DS Europe are approved but need slightly more time to prepare for release, as is Wii U Europe. PS3 North America and final steps of submission. PS3 Europe and final steps of submission. Amazon Fire TV in final phases of development. Wow. They're really pushing Shovel Knight out onto everything. In addition to the above, the PS4 physical edition of Shovel Knight Treasure Trove has been pushed back to early 2020. Though the update patch for the original release of Shovel Knight on PS4 is still on schedule. Showdown will not be coming to 3DS or PS Vita, but those platforms will receive Kingdom Cards. It's also worth noting that Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is getting a price increase on December 10th. So if you're considering picking up this neat bundle of retro-infused fun, including the new updates, then be sure to grab Treasure Trove right now at a discount. Of course, I want to play that as well. I've seen so much of that as well, and I've seen so many people playing it, but I haven't watched.
I haven't either. I've only played the night. I kind of want to like eventually play the other games, so I kind of try to keep away from it a little bit. I don't want to ruin anything for myself. You know,
there might be a mouse somewhere in this room. I hear some kind of scratching somewhere, and it's pissing me off. Oh, every winter there has to be at least one mouse to get in this house. I'm not trying to rhyme. Anyways, something that I've already announced on my Discord, and a lot of people have been looking forward to.
Oh boy, this is what I think it.
Axiom Verge 2, launching fall 2020 on Nintendo Switch. Oh, let's watch this trailer, shall we?
I want to and I don't want to. Because it's like I want to because it's like, oh, it's Axiom Verge. Don't want to because it's Axiom Verge 2. I'm going to watch it because I have to. I don't have to, but I should.
Oh, it looks good already. Oh, yeah. This looks nice. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Oh. Wow, they did not give you too much on it, though. Oh, that was a tease. It didn't really take too much out of it for you, Scott.
That's really different from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's very different.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel.
It looks good.
It looks good, don't get me wrong. But like the atmosphere that the first Axiom version had was like this apocalyptic, like computer controlled universe where that didn't really feel like that at all.
Well,
like,
I mean, you also have to think too that was a very short trailer with very small amount. So for all we know, that is just the introduction to the game.
That could possibly be it.
Because did you see the part where he like basically destroyed himself to blow up a wall and then he came back?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, there could be some stuff going on. We'll see.
I'm just like, all I have to say about it is like I'm going to play it because the Axiom Verge was really good. Like if you guys haven't played it, it's one of, I would say, of all time, it's probably top 10 of all Metroidvanias ever made. It's that good.
Wow. I do not have it yet, but I will probably get it at some point, I would imagine.
It's very,
I've wanted
very
it for a while. It's
It's very easily top 10 Metroidvanias of all time. There's no question.
All right, well, we're going to move on to our last one here from Destructoid, which is Golf Story. This looks interesting.
I was going to talk about this, but I wasn't sure if you had been interested in it.
Of course.
So I skipped on it.
Well, now we get to talk about it. This looks very awesome. I like the style, and I like that it's golf.
See, I wasn't actually sure if you were a fan of golf.
I like golf games.
Okay, good. Then we are on the same page.
Oh, this looks so cool. Did you just fuck off into tennis, man? Oh, wow. Oh, you're doing more than just golf. Okay, this is cool. Wait, what? Oh, do you have a baseball bat now? Golf on tennis. Stop.
First service. Why is it like a tennis ball launcher there? No, is that for like... What the... What the hell is
Apparently, it's a sequel to Golf Story. It's very interesting looking so far. I like the mix of sports.
Yeah.
Literally.
It was kind of weird, though, because it was like hitting back a...
I'm going to serve you a tennis ball, but you're going to hit it with a baseball bat into a net. And I'm like, wait, what?
You see, it threw him a cinder block.
Hey, we always look at fun games, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it did look very fun.
So, we have our games next coming from IndieGamesPlus.com. Ghost of Tomorrow shows your future murder. Things don't look like they're going all that well for you soon in Ghost of Tomorrow. Someone's coming to kill you, and your haunted home is giving you hints on how. In the gloom of your home, visions have started to come to you. The future keeps stumbling into the present, with unsettling moments breaking reality and showing you the events of your own murder. But it's a jarring experience as you walk through their halls, your comforting living space giving way to blood, frightening lightning in the present that's bearing down on you. Okay. The game plays upon the kind of fear that can permeate your home when you've been harmed inside of it, as well as the kinds of fears many of us carrying of being attacked in one place we often feel most safe. The mundane normalcy of it all looks to make you feel safe, but this lowering of our guard only makes the fear sting that much more when violence and terror suddenly rears its head, clenching your heart in your ribcage. Ghost of Tomorrow does an excellent job of turning this normalcy upside down, twisting the real world and a horrifying other place together until the moments of fear are the only time you can feel peace. At least when something is chasing you, you no longer have to wait, coiled tight for when the thing is coming. Thankfully, this tension is short, but it's a terrifying experience of fear and the tension it can create, even in places we go to feel safe. And that's a strange game. So we're going to our next one, Scott.
I mean, yeah.
Toripon front part of a boat and a cross with 2 extra legs, and someone broke that smiley emote. Finds birds doing silly cute things. I don't know how to pronounce that. I do not know any of any of that stuff. I apologize.
I gotta see it first.
You may have to refresh.
Yeah, I think I'm a little behind.
Anyways, Toripon takes you into a lovely apartment filled with birds, getting up to cute things, and your job is to catch them in the act. A lovely use of your time. Don't ask why you have so many birds in such a big living space. Just enjoy it for a while, wandering through your home as you look for birds getting up to goofy things. They're such curious, cheerful creatures, dancing to music, seeing what's inside of cups, playing with toys, or chirping to one another. Each is going about its own silly day somewhere in your place, and you just need to make sure you're there to witness every playful event. That's a good time-wasting game. I can see that right now.
Yeah. I mean, sure. But, I mean, I love birds. Don't get me wrong. Just... I don't... I'd rather just have a bird.
This is...
do it for real, you know?
When they're moving around, it's very, like, super pixelated.
Yeah. Wow, jeez, you are not kidding.
Yeah.
What kind of freaking phone is that? A potato. Damn.
Let me just take out my flip-tater. I'm gonna take a picture of this bird, my tater. Oh
Why
my
is a bird
god.
of a knife?
Who cares? It's funny. It's cute. He's a murdering bird.
Unlock more birds to do more bird things. And film them with your goddamn potato. What the fuck? What the hell is this?
It's out on itch.io right now. That's actually kind of interesting.
What the?
It's a funny little game,
Damn.
Scott.
I mean, no, yes. But it's like...
Oh, God. Oh, so good.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so anyways, Scott, our next one is Cover Your Eyes, which follows a broken family trying to survive against the supernatural. You had it all. Loving spouse, children, a cat, a great family dynamic. Unfortunately, Cover Your Eyes shows off a darker side to marriage and trying to keep your family safe from terrifying monsters. A loving mother of 2 children is a fierce thing to get between, and with your guidance, you can keep it that way. You'll be in the shoes of a mother who has just learned of her husband having an affair, in the same turn destroying their happiness. She doesn't have much time to sulk, though, as a strange occurrence has descended upon the town and abnormal creatures are appearing everywhere. Your husband is nowhere to be found either. It's up to you to keep your kids safe while searching for your unfaithful husband, and also your house cat. It's a family member too, after all. So let's have a watch, shall we? Oh, don't put her in the oven or she'll melt. She's clearly really deadly.
We had the perfect life. And then we microwaved the cat.
Jesus. Yeah, no.
Something happened. We microwaved the cat.
I skipped ahead and it immediately got scared.
Man. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Whoa. What the? Yeah, okay. Okay.
See, this is why I don't play these games. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to dream about this
Whoa,
stuff.
what? Okay.
Right? Cover my... Yeah, I'd say cover my goddamn eyes.
This is what happens when you microwave a cat. Fucking everything just gets all up. And then the monsters come out. Because it clearly says on the microwave, do not put living things in this microwave.
Well, Scott, thankfully, up next is Trailer Tuesday.
Okay. We're good.
I'm happy about this. Ooh. First one we have here is Axiom Escape DX. And it makes it look like it's going to be a Game Boy Color type game, so I'm very excited. You've been captured and taken to a haunted castle, the Axiom Manor. But you've just managed to escape from your cell in the catacombs. Armed with your sword and shield, you have to do your best to save yourself from this mess. Good luck.
Neat.
Only 27 seconds.
Not neat.
Okay. This doesn't look bad at all. Whoa. A boo-boo. Oh, that felt very Castlevania.
Yeah, I was just gonna make that comparison.
Oh my god, 27 seconds is such a bad tease. Why would you do this, people?
I know, right?
And it's available on itch.io right now. So you want to give that a go. Next is Resolution. An old killer escorts a curious AI through chaotic combat, puzzling secrets, and unsettling calm. Explore a fractured future, collecting weird weapons and stories to piece together the past. Oh.
Do murder things.
This kind of reminds me of Hyper Light Drifter. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can see it.
Whoa, is this like a running game or something? Oh no.
Dot Simulator.
Oh my god, what's up with these short... Okay, Trailer Tuesday is giving me some really short trailers that are teasing me. But that looked really good too. That's Up next, ooh, Mr. Six, if you're still there, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's called Feels. It looks like it's an ASCII game. Feels is an ASCII and text-based RPG where every one of your decisions can influence the world in which you evolve. And it's available on Steam right now.
You arrive at a small village surrounded by a forest. I've waited long enough. I'm going to go to that forest and I will build myself a log cabin.
You arrive at a small village surrounded by a forest.
To get my revenge.
I light the forest on fire. No, wait, stop, no. That's not what the... No. To get my revenge on the forest.
To regain my freedom.
From the forest.
Jesus. Alright, Scott?
Yeah. Okay. Go. Try to save them. The people outside of the forest.
You'll never do it.
Please, you have to do something. That forest. Light it on fire. These ignorant, presumptuous
witch.
folk.
Look at that face, though. An ASCII face.
I probably dropped it, like always. The deuce in the forest.
Oh, shit. Now they're actually doing some action. Oh. Fighting a kraken. A troll.
Can't. Ha!
Well, that's different. I think, like I said...
So you bring the world to its knees. You burn the forest.
I thought so. I thought a 6 would enjoy that. Next, we have a Fisherman's Tale live action launch trailer. Bend and twist reality in Fisherman's Tale mind-bending VR puzzle. Next game. Baobab's Mausoleum, Episode 3. Pato Myrtle. What the I can't. I'm not a person like that.
A potato on a myrtle?
Sure.
That's what I heard.
Final episode. After a macabre and horrific event suffered in the second chapter of Baobab's Mausoleum, here comes the final episode full of sordid stays. Welcome again in Flamingo's Creek. Huh? Look at Fisherman's Friend over there. Video unavailable. Fine.
Fine.
Oh! Up next is Scourgebringer, but we don't need to watch this one because we already know it's fucking amazing.
Yep.
Legend of Everything. I don't know. this looks like a visual. No,
Yep.
I'm not.
It's very visual.
The Sapling! Short simulation game where you design your own plants and animals and put them in a world together, or you turn on random mutations and see what evolution does to your ecosystem. That sounds more interesting.
Yeah, there was another game that did that, like Spore?
Spore, yeah.
It is a short simulation game about life and evolution.
Kind of sounds like that.
Kind of, but it's more or less you evolve yourself and you decide what your creature finally turns out to look like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
This very basic beginner plant is creating just enough energy for one fruit.
Just enough energy for one fruit is all you need, though. Grow that fruit, grow another plant, grow another one.
Burn down the forest.
This is the backdrop for the game's first scenario.
That's just gonna be my thing for the rest of this stream. I'm just gonna burn out forests.
We can select the plant we want to watch, and if we do that, we see that slowly energy is collected to grow fruit. From this fruit, new plants will grow, which will...
Alright. It's a very slow and well thought out explanation, though, but...
yeah.
Again, it's not a game I would dislike by any means. It's just
not my thing.
Next, we have Grey Dawn. Embark on a terrifying adventure of a priest accused of murdering an altar boy. Grey Dawn is a psychological thriller infused with religious elements and combines story-driven quests with an artistic experience. We're gonna hate this because it's gonna be scary and we're gonna be crying the whole time.
Yep.
Why? Just always gotta be scary stuff. Why always scary stuff? No sound. You can go down a lot more, thank you.
That's like my oldest, like I was gonna get them, games for Christmas, and I think so. We're like, what games are they looking for? My wife's like, oh, well, your oldest wants Dead by Daylight, and I'm like, ugh. God damn it. Fine.
He would preach the gospel to the children of the orphanage. What child in the world speaks Hebrew at such an early age?
Okay, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
The power of Christ fucking compels you. What the shit?
Whoa. This looks so yeah, no, see, I wouldn't be able to play this. I wouldn't be able to play this.
I thought that he needed help.
Whoa.
Whoa. Right? Look at this shit with the Jesus.
What the? Whoa, why are there... Okay, what?
Jesus.
I mean, that's who's right on the screen right now.
And we also seen this one before. It came from a communist planet, and we were just what?
We have seen that.
Alright. Next, we have Action RPG. Crumbling World fights across an ever-decaying land. I'm actually interested in seeing the... Oh, come on, give me a... There we go. This
isn't the first time that evil has tried to take over the world.
Whoa. Graphics are quite different, to say the least.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, that person just got knocked into the abyss. It's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is... Oh, he's actually not a wolf person. He's wearing a wolf hide over his head.
It's a weird level design where it's like we're not even gonna like try to hide the fact that the edge is literally just the edge of the screen here.
This is our last.
It's kind of odd.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
it looked interesting to say the least, though.
Yeah.
Alright, we have 9 Witches. Explores a witchcraft-infused alternate World War II.
Okay.
Let's go watch the trailer.
I'm interested.
Right? Okay, stop.
No fish.
Professor and his assistant are chosen. Did you what? I love the graphics so far.
Alright.
Reminds me of like a Leisure Suit Larry type game, I guess. Yeah, it looks to be more point and click than anything else. What? Excuse me, sir. My intestines are scrambled from so much wine. What? Ew. Stepping on excrement with your bare foot. Gross.
What the hell are we looking at?
Yeah, it looks like it's a point and click type game or something. So it's an interesting story, I guess, setup that they have there.
Not exactly what I was expecting.
No?
No.
It's a point and click type game.
Yeah.
I like those. Alright, Super Epic, the Entertainment War. Also, let's see. We help a llama and raccoon take down an evil company that makes free-to-play games in this week's IGP First Look. The future can be a strange place. Okay. Oh, are you serious? It's gone already?
Hey folks, Joel here from Indie Games Plus. You know, is that in case that's a surprise that who would be here?
Oh.
Right. I hate free-to-play games for some reason. Possibilities of taking over. That's why the team
going into this.
This looks really good.
What the hell?
You're a raccoon riding a llama. What's wrong? It's like Hollow Knight. Your needle is an umbrella. Apparently you hate this corporation that makes free-to-play games. Whoa! Wow, you murdered that Secretary Pig lady, I think. It was harsh. This is a strange platformer. Like, the premise behind it, like, the game itself is very strange as well. Just like, why? Why are you so against them? Like, I can understand, but I mean...
Why are you a fucking raccoon riding a llama?
I don't know. That llama looks like he's loving it. He could be a worm llama. Look at his face. Looks like the face of a worm. Alright, we're going to stop that there.
What?
Scott is confused. I think it looks great.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes it's hard to impress Scott.
It's not... I mean, the idea of the story, but why a fucking raccoon
I don't
riding
know.
a llama?
That's like, why are we some random bug in Hollow Knight? Who cares? You're just you're a raccoon. You're riding a llama, dude. It's not a big deal. We've had worse things in other games, believe me.
I suppose, yeah.
Oh, we also talked about this, Imposter Factory, so I thought it sounded familiar when I loaded it up. It's the third part of To the Moon. So we're going to skip that one. And we're going to go to Village Monsters. It shows us what creatures do post-game. Alright, if you've ever felt a tinge of guilt upon returning to Animal Crossing after months, you may find relief in Village Monsters. Would you like to visit your long-forgotten world and make friends with its now peaceful and thriving monster inhabitants? Combining elements of all the best life sims, Village Monsters let you really feel like a resident in a quirky town of monsters who used to cause trouble for video game heroes. You can get a job, go into crippling debt, fixing a house, or enjoy relaxing hobbies. Everyone's just trying to make a living, and they are certainly thriving. They even have festivals that you can participate in. You truly won't find any monsters as hospitable as these ones anywhere else. Alright, let's have a look at this, because it sounds awesome. Try our best, but it's still, you know, a shed. Home is where the heart is, right? Invest in a good jacket? You're the last human in a world full of monsters. Oh god. Find a succubus. He looks like the hormone monster. Oh, and there's fishing? Oh, okay, you're nerding me out now, Buzz.
All you have to do is say, hey, this game has fishing in it, and Stefan's...
Scott's not wrong. What do you mean, pee-pee? Better than I'm riding a raccoon.
We've got this new horror game, and all it is jump scares. That, hey, 15 hours into the game, there's a fishing mini game. Well, I might have to
if someone else wants to get me there, I mean, I'll play a fishing game all day long. This looks interesting. I'd play this. This looks fun. Blocked by strange prismatic fog. What? Violin Valley fog machine. Whoa, you can go fishing in the fog? Are you serious? Whoa! Oh, okay. You fuckers. They knew that I was going to watch this, too. See how they ended that trailer? Oh, you can go fishing in the fog. Look at that big fish that's coming up. What's going to happen? Oh, you won't find out unless you play. You bastards. You did that on purpose. They knew it was...
They even have a monster fishing in the background of the title screen there. So, you know, they got you.
All right. Our last thing for tonight is My Friend is a Raven. Seek avian camaraderie after an apocalypse.
Okay.
Ludum is the last man alive after a plague has swept the earth clean of almost all life. Luckily, you have a bird to talk to. Unluckily, he doesn't seem to think much of you. Oh. My Friend is a Raven follows Ludum on a trip back to his apartment. May as well check the place out for old time's sake, right? Plus, it's not like you got a lot going on since the whole world is basically burned out and humanity's been extinguished. No sense in hurrying for anyone. Once Ludum is at his apartment, he can make contact with a chatty raven who will serve as your only friend, or at least an acquaintance. You really can't be picky about your conversation partner these days. Raven's a bit demanding of you, expecting more than a paltry offering of seed you have for it. To get what it asks for, a complete handful of other tasks, you'll explore, find items, and solve puzzles. Depending on how well you do in all these things, you can unlock a couple of different endings. Hopefully something where you and your feathered friend walk hand in wing, into the sunset. Alright.
Sounds interesting.
The art style is very trippy. Yeah, art style is super trippy. It's 2D, but it's 3D? Oh, Jesus.
Not gonna lie, I like the concept, but I really dislike the art style.
Oh, really? I like the art style.
But I like the concept, so it would be one of those I would play it regardless of the fact that I don't like what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, that was interesting. Oh, but you can see that for yourself for the big price of, $0 apparently. It's free to play.
Value cost free is the best kind.
That's what Scott loves.
That's what we love.
All right, well, that's it, everybody. That is the podcast for this evening. A bit longer than usual, but hey, that's fine. We went over some pretty awesome games. Jesus, man.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. Like, recommended for, like, this...
I'm pretty sure Unsighted is going to be our pick of the week.
Unsighted, definitely Unsighted was really good. I would probably like my particular choice.
The Ninja
probably
one.
Be Cyber Shadow, yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I almost forgot about that. Cyber Shadow is awesome.
Cyber Shadow looked really good. Unsighted definitely also looked really, really, really good. So I would check both of those out. The other ones I have written down, Foregone, also looked really good.
Basically everything after the Steam Queue.
Yeah, Blaster Master 02. So they all looked amazingly good. So check all of those games out.
Indeed.
So again, I'd like to thank VG247 as always for my news sections. Also, GameSpot.com.
Indeed, and indie game website, Indie Games Plus, and of course, IndieRetroNews.com. Amazing place to go if you're looking at some retro games. All right, so tonight we're going to go and host up. Who we gonna host up? I don't really know. Let's see. We got.
Looks like Digi's playing some Legend of Zelda.
I think we hosted Digi last week. I think.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. It's happened once or twice. No, that was Blind Man's World, and before that, RPG Chick. I thought for sure we hosted Digi not too long ago.
Not sure.
No, apparently not. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna host up the Digidude then, if that's the case.
There you go.
All right.
So, thanks again, everybody, for coming by for the live cast. We appreciate all you guys and listening to the recast. Thank you guys. Again, all of the support that you guys have given us is deeply appreciated.
Support.
Yes. So, thank you very much for everybody listening to the recast. We appreciate all of you.
And we will see you again next week. Have a good evening. Let's head on over. Good night.